What's going on, everybody? Cali Death Podcast back once again, episode 124. I am so glad that you unmuted me, Casey, or whoever did, because my mic literally died right when I was going to mute. So thank you. I'll get batteries later. I am Anthony. This is Cali Death Podcast, and it is another Thursday night. I am happy to be with y'all, and I am always joined by some resident homies. I got Casey Howard and Joseph K with me tonight. What up again, y'all?
Yo.
Hell yeah. And tonight we are joined by Niko Kala. Is it Kala or Kala?
Kala. It's an abbreviation of my actual last name, but
what's the actual last name?
Kalajackus.
Oh, okay. So you just took the last half off.
Become my persona, I guess. I don't know.
What national or what heritage does that come from?
Greek.
What is that? Greek. I was going to say you kind of look like a Greek boy.
A greasy Greek.
Well, thanks for being with us tonight, Niko.
Hell yeah. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, dude. We've been talking about this for a long time. We said that pre-pod, and I'm glad that we can finally make it happen. Iniquitous Deeds has been a band that's I've always... what did I say?
It's been mispronounced all the time, dude. Doesn't even bother
I'm
me.
sorry, dude. That's my job on the show is to make things sound wrong.
Inquisitive.
Did I say
Inquisitive Deeds, dude?
No, but I've been homies with Obi for a long time, and once Obi's got a new project, I'm gonna fucking check it out. And I was like, oh shit, dude. The essence of Cali Death is still being passed forth with this one.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, dude, we're down, we're fans, and you're definitely supposed to be on this show, and here you are, dude.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the opportunity, guys.
And on aside of that, dude, Niko has done some crazy art pieces, and we're going to be talking about that a lot during the episode. He's done work for Cannibal Corpse, guys. Like, if you've seen some crazy fucking
unreal
masks and shit like that at recent Cannibal shows, this is the man that makes them right there in that room that he's in.
Not that big a deal, but it is me.
But no, it's all good, dude. I mean, I'm super stoked on that. I mean, all as a show goer, the merch that is, aside from shirts and CDs, that has always caught my eye. I was always the one who was buying bands glass pipes and shit like that. Just like the extras, the little knickknacks and shit, and then seeing your stuff behind the counter at a Cannibal merch table was like, yo, I've known Niko for a while. Look at this, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, it's unreal, man.
So we'll get into all of that. But first, let's let you start this one off. We'll start the plugs off with you. Where can everybody go for anything Niko?
So as far as Iniquitous Deeds, we got our Facebook, Instagram, Iniquitous Deeds, facebook.com/Iniquitous Deeds, Instagram, same handle. And then we got our big cartel as well. You could just Google that. And then for my artwork, I have NikoKalaArt.com. It's an Etsy store. And then I got Facebook and Instagram. Just type the name, you'll find it. So those are the main ones.
Is iniquitous even a word? What did I fucking say
Iniquitous.
No, I know, but I'm saying what I said earlier.
Inquisitive.
Is that
Inquisitus?
Inquisitive. I think you were saying inquisitive, yeah.
Very inquisitive.
I heard you say it again. I was like, I didn't even say a real word earlier.
Fucking Ricky Avocado.
Nice. Yeah, Inquisitus.
Yeah, it sounds like
yeah. Well, it is an old English word for fucking evil. So
well, we found out tormentation was a real word in the 18th century, dude. So
there we go.
That is a callback to anybody who knows the show from the beginning. Decrepitated tormentation.
Yeah, yep.
All right, let's plug some shit, guys.
Hell yeah, dude. We got
start with the classics.
The classic, battleforgecoffee.com. the homies in Deeds of Flesh will bring you they'll send you caffeine in bean form, and it's great coffee. I've had it many a times, and I'm a coffee guy, so I don't drink the bullshit, and so support them. But right now,
Cali Death Podcast. Big
hold on
tart.
1 second. Hold
Oh.
on 1 second, guys.
I'll take it.
No mute.
Mute. Oh, you can't mute.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, guys. Brother's closing up the shop right now, and I had no mute. So yeah, CaliDeathPodcast.BigCartel.com is where you can go get merchandise from us. We still have 2 t-shirts available, a full colored zombie 2-year anniversary commemorative t-shirt, and then the classic OG Cali Death Podcast logo on the right chest for all you guitar players. We got GeneratorRehearsalStudios.com. If you're in the SoCal area, that's where you go to get a rehearsal studio. What else can they get, Casey?
Yeah, the same thing. Rehearsal studio.
That's it. Just rehearsals. No, there's. I was thinking maybe there's also a recording there or something too. No.
No.
Okay. Just all right. Just a no. All right.
No, you can record, but it's like it's a rehearsal studio.
Okay. All right. It's a space that you can rent to bring your equipment to and play music there whenever you feel like it.
And run into some of us occasionally.
There you go. And then,
yeah.
All right, Joseph, what do you got?
We got a couple tour sponsorships. We've got the Archaic, First Fragment, Awake in Providence, and Grey Lotus run, starting, I think, May 11th in Santa Cruz, and then finishing off in Sacramento a couple weeks later in May 28th. And then keep in mind that name First Fragment. Just remember that for now. Because they're going to be doing some routing dates at the end of this run. And then we are happy to announce, taking a pause from the tour plugs to announce, as last week, we are official sponsors of Chicago Domination Fest 8. And I'm going to showcase the flyer as of last week, with the most recent headliners announced being Darkall. What is the last word? Darkall something or other? Slaves?
Darkall Slaves.
Darkall Slaves. You were saying they just put something out that was banging?
Yeah, it's a sick ass record.
I gotta check that shit. Immortal Suffering and Regurgitation was the last drop. No, that's not even the most recent. There's 2 levels. Okay, this is old. Sorry, dude. Because Brodequin's not even on here, and that's public. So there's 3 levels to go. One you should all know. It featured Brodequin and a couple other name drops, including Analepsy. I forget who the last of that 3rd tier was. I'd have to check, but we're going to now announce the 2nd tier headliners, and we would show the flyer if Joel showed up to work today, but he left us fucking hanging. So if you're listening, this is not a big deal.
At some point during this show, we might get the flyer, but yeah, we don't have the current updated flyer.
It's shenanigans, but I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this flyer up. Keep in mind there is a level beyond this coming, and then we're happy to now drop these names for you. So Cephalotropsy, I think, are the Thursday headliners, level 2, and then we've got Putridity and Vile making the comeback. So 2 of those bands are Cali Death, so that's fucking sick. And thank you, Miguel, for giving us the chance to sponsor the fest and exclusively reveal that. So you got Cephalotropsy, Putridity, and Vile as your tier 2 headliners for CDF8.
Hell yeah, dude. And also, I wish we had more details on this, but we're still working behind the scenes on figuring out exactly how we want to do this contest. But this contest, we have 2 3-day passes, correct, Joseph?
I am not actually sure. I think we have at least 2 to give. Yeah, we have 2 passes. We are in possession of the tickets, and we're going to give them all to some of our listeners.
Yep. You guys will have to stay tuned to find out those details. We were just talking pre-pod, like we definitely want to have something in place by next episode. We want to do something cool, not just something boring, something we can keep track of, since this is going to be the first time we ever do something like this. But yeah, it's going to be a fun thing, and it's going to be rad to just be able to make it possible for at least two people to get to that thing if they want to. And yeah, we're really super stoked to be a part of it, dude. It just shows that our show is, relevant in a sense, like having this trade-off sponsorship with a legit festival. It makes me feel good for doing what's that? How people upload a video doing their
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Just a compilation of that.
dude.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Like,
Ian, dude, I actually fucking really like that idea. If somebody could pull off a Cali Death intro just like me, how sick would that be, dude? You really
man.
want? We're gonna put that in the hat, Ian. I actually dig that, dude.
And I just wanted to say, it's very sick that we got invited to sponsor a fest. It's not in California, which shows that, like, even though we're called Cali Death, like, we have a fan base and audience beyond there, and we've gotten our name out somehow, which has been really awesome. So we appreciate all the fans from all over. I've been shipping some shirts out to like other countries and so on. So yeah, thanks to all the support from everywhere. And hopefully we'll keep this thing rolling and have more things to sponsor in the future. And I mean, I'm still hoping we get a Cali Death Fest of our own someday. That would be
sick,
fucking
dude.
awesome.
How funny. That was just a joke that was a joke from me fucking up again on an intro. And it was the archaic episode or something. I was like, what's going on, everybody? Cali Death Fest. I mean, Cali Death Podcast. And now I'm like, oh, shit, that actually sounds good too.
Yeah.
Cali Death Festival, dude.
So yeah,
CDF CDP collaboration.
Yep. There you go. And then one last little tour plug. So I mentioned it last week. One of my bands, The Last of Lucy, are heading out on the Abyss tour with our label mates, Discordia, and they're like some disso death kind of stuff, like really skronky, cool stuff.
Skronky, I've never heard that word. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Skronky.
It's like that, from wisdom to hate guitar tone kind of stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sick as fuck.
They're super weird, like Sunless and Gigan kind of stuff. So I haven't met those dudes, but I've just started commenting on the mutual, like, yo, it's going to be fucking sick to meet you guys and go out together, blah, blah, blah. So we're hitting this East Coast, Midwest run, starting in Missouri and then heading through Minneapolis, Wisconsin, Chicago, Richmond, Indiana, et cetera, hitting the East Coast with Nashua, Boston, Philly, DC, Richmond, and then getting into the South with Charlotte, Nashville, Louisville, Evansville, a lot of vills there. And so shout out to our Rob from Cognitive, who put this run together for us. And shout out Transcending Obscurity, our label. Awesome. And the Chicago and Richmond shows, June 4th and 5th, are actually going to be with First Fragment. So as they finish the Archaic run on their way back up to Canada, they're intersecting our tour. And so we're going to have a Chicago show with First Fragment and then the next show. Yeah. So I'm extremely stoked on those. And I believe I just found out like minutes ago that, oh my God, what was the band that's going to be on the E Street show with us? Aether? Not Aether. No, who the fuck was it? All right, give me 1 second to check. There's another band on that show. It's a Monday night show, but whatever. It's probably the sickest thing to hit Richmond ever. So,
oh yeah.
So yeah, come out if you are in any of those areas. Actually, get in touch with me if you're from any of the cities I mentioned, or just check the show flyer. Check us out, Last of Lucy on Instagram or whatever. It would be great to meet some guys. If I could bring some Cali Death shirts, I'll throw you one and hook us a spot to sleep or whatever. We'll make some shit happen. my first
Mhm.
time heading out on the road in that area, so I'd love to get to know some people before we go.
Sick, dude. That I think does it, right?
Yeah, we should get into the weeds right away immediately.
Twitch.tv/Cali Death Podcast is where you're going to see us live on Thursday. And we do it roughly between 6 and 7 every night. We start a little late tonight, but that's where you're going to see us live if you want to come interact, be in the chat. Chat's going off right now already. If not, it's uploaded on YouTube. You'll find us, search us. I don't know what our link is. I didn't know last week. I don't know this week. Social media, all the usual shit. Facebook, Instagram, we're all on there. And actually, if you go there, that's where you're going to find out the time and who's going to be on every week first. So if you want to know first, get on our social media. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube, guys, what the fuck, man? Come on. I know you guys are watching. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, just click that shit. It doesn't do anything other than give us a bigger number. And that's what we want, guys. All right. Enough of that, man. That was the longest fucking plug intro I've ever fucking.
Sorry, I mean we only have 2 months till our tour starts, so I want to start hitting that shit pretty hard.
No, for sure, dude. It's
yeah.
all good. I want everybody to
have the chance to
have the chance to plug anything they want. Obviously, you're a fucking resident homie, bro. You got first dibs.
I'm also I'm writing on CaliDeath.com again, so it's in the intro video. It's not used for a while, but I'm gonna try to be blogging there. So write-ups for a lot of this stuff are coming. So
Hell yeah! And the first thing you mentioned was the Chicago Domination Fest.
Yeah,
CaliDeath.com. Yes,
We never talk about that. We don't even have a banner for that.
That's right.
Funny.
CaliDeath.com is ours, guys.
Yeah,
that domain though.
exactly.
All right.
Domain of the eternal paradox.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you again to everybody who's been with who's here, been with us since the beginning. Here now, we love you all. Get you ready for your Friday hangover right now with us. Niko, all right, brother, get that Coors Light ready. Let's get into you, bro. Let's we had you do the plugs up top, right? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's get into you, dude. The first question, as always, take us back to childhood, bro. Talk to us about what it was like at the youngest age you can think of. Parents are jamming music, or you heard something while your mom's taking you to fucking school on the radio, something like that caught your ear.
Yeah, so it's funny because I actually called up my mom and I was like, look, I can't even remember half the shit that was going on at that time. And she brought up some stuff that I totally forgot about. But when she said it, like the memory kind of kicked in,
Yeah.
And so she was saying like she noticed like as little as like 5 years old or something that I was a hyper kid, like bad. And she noticed I was constantly like mimicking songs, like repeating stuff, like. But this is back when commercials on the radio had like their jingles, and I would like repeat them all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you guys remember Mattress Discounters?
If you sing the jingle, I probably could remember it. But
have a good night's sleep on us.
Yeah.
Discounters. Yeah, dude. And so I guess she saw something, and then there was like this musical teacher that like lived in our neighborhood, some Russian lady. And she had this like music appreciation class for like really young kids, and people would get in she'd have it in her garage, and she'd have all these like random instruments and stuff that like, you just mess with, and you'd see what kids go towards what. And after that, my mom told me, this is just hilarious. She's like, yeah, he's insane. He's like a crazy kid, but you should sign him up for piano lessons because he has potential. This is all coming from my mom. And I was like, I never knew about that. And so, then she signs me up for piano lessons with the same lady. And then they got me my first instrument, which was like a electrical keyboard at like, I don't know.
I'm sorry. Did you say your age?
Yeah, I was like 5 for the musical appreciation class.
Okay.
And then I think around 6 years old, she signed me up for piano lessons, 6 or 7, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got me like my first electrical keyboard so I could practice.
Right.
And yeah, so that was kind of the start of it. I was learning like, simple kind of kids classical songs and stuff like that. And what was very interesting is like, I mean, we'll talk about this later, but I'm very into like harpsichord, especially Bach, like the concertos.
Hell
And
yeah.
so apparently when I was like even 7 years old, I was going to like the harpsichord little thing on the keyboard and like already like making my own jingles, barely practicing what
Wow.
she was trying to teach me. So, and I didn't even know that. Again, I'm glad I called my mom before this, but I wouldn't have remembered any of this.
Mhm.
So yeah, it kind of started with that. And
What kind of stuff
I
were your
remember,
parents listening or your mom listening to at home?
so they just kind of, I specifically remember this is how I got exposed to like classic rock, which is kind of like how it all happened, very cliche. Um, Basically, like they would play stuff in the radio, and she would play. You guys are from the Bay Area. I mean, 107.7 The Bone,
Hell
right?
yeah, dude.
So shit, they would play that a lot, especially my dad. And then my mom would
Friday
put
night
like
Friday night was the metal
Yep,
zone, dude.
yep, exactly. And so yeah, I heard a bunch of that. And then it's very fucking cliche, dude, and it's kind of like cringe. But I was a little kid when I watched School of Rock when I was
Oh,
like
nah, dude. I love
9
that
years
movie,
old.
dude.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was like 9 years old, and it was kind of like I was like the little classical, pianist, right? Like they were trying to get me in that vein. And then I saw it because I could relate with like the kids almost in that movie. And my ear just started to perk up for like distortion guitar, and it was just like that's what did me in, was like hearing distorted guitar for the first time. It was just like,
Yeah.
that's so awesome sounding.
Right.
And yeah, that really changed a lot, and that made me want to like play guitar. That movie, straight up.
Sick, dude.
And that
So
Christmas,
fast forward to when Tenacious D, you came across Tenacious D. Were you
that
like,
yeah, that
"Wait,
was
dude, did it tie it all in?"
yeah. I mean, I rediscovered that in I think like middle school or something, and it was like, yeah, it was really fun and awesome, and I was just like, oh yeah, like School of Rock is what got me into it.
Right,
It's just,
right.
and then the movie, what was the movie? The Pick of Destiny, right? Yeah, I
Yep.
watched that in middle school. Yeah,
Fucking
that
love
was
that
cool.
movie, dude.
Yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, so basically they got me that Christmas because they saw how much I wanted to be involved in like guitar and rock and roll and shit. They got me a first act guitar from Costco. It was like
First
$100
act.
little combo fucking knockoff guitar. And I dabbled around. I didn't even hold it right. I held it like in my lap and did like the thumb thing like this. And I
Right,
was just
right,
like
right.
dun, 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 fucking smoke on the water and shit. And and I kind of like, it was weird because it's like I was really into it, and then I saw how much like work it was gonna take as like a little kid. And I was just kind of put it away for a while. And I remember very specifically, I had like a major musical exposure when my uncle started coming over for Thanksgiving. He brought his guitar and his amp, and I had
Mm.
never seen like someone like, you see like maybe like in the festivals or fairs, like bands playing off in the side, but I've never seen someone like in front of me like playing like some like rock shit that I liked at that
Right,
time.
right.
And he had like the headphones, and he put them on me, and he came behind me, and he's just like, so you do this, you do that. And I was sitting there like, whoa, this is so cool. And so he was a big part of it because he was the only person in my family that like played guitar.
Mhm.
So when I went over to their place for Thanksgiving, sometimes like he had all of his guitars there, and he showed me like Sabbath for the first time, like in his little studio room. And it was kind of like a little bonding moment, and that
Totally.
exposed me to more like the darker side of rock, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he gave me like some red and black old like Stratocaster. I really wish I had it still today. But it was like, once I played it, I was like, oh, this isn't a Costco guitar. This is like a real guitar,
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was
That was an
a
uncle,
big
you
part of
said?
it.
That
Yeah,
was an
that was an
uncle?
uncle.
Did your
Uncle
uncle have any
James.
kids, or he's just
No.
no cousins or
No.
anything? Yeah, that's so funny, dude. I mean, I've mentioned it so many times on the show, but at the time I was turned on to rock and metal from an uncle who was a single guy
No
too, who
shit.
was a bass player, and
Nice.
he had a bass and his rig and all that stuff too. It's funny to find that there is really so many similarities with all of our upbringings. You know, there a lot of times it's the uncle or the older cousin that's passing the knowledge down, and that was their choice, and that I love that they choose to pass it down. You know,
Absolutely, dude. You know, it's like I think what it is you in his position especially, you see when someone has a genuine interest in something. Like you can't fake that. You know,
yeah.
you really see that. So I think he saw that in me and like really wanted to push me in that direction. You know what I mean?
And
So,
also probably naturally being in somewhat of a role model, but you
right.
know, an older mentor in a sense because he's an uncle.
Yeah, he was in a band. He was
Yeah.
signed and all that. That was his like job essentially. Like he was
Mhm.
playing music. So, yeah, big shout out Uncle James. Thank you for
Shout out Uncle James.
helping me get into guitars,
and Uncle
dude.
Todd, dude. Shout out Uncle Todd for me, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, so yeah, that would be around right when I right
Quit
when that was
tapping
all
on that
happening.
Coors Light,
Oh
bro.
yeah, sorry. That was right around I think when I was starting to get into middle school.
Was that in the
And
Bay Area?
yeah, I grew up in San Ramon, California. And if you guys know where that is, like East Bay area.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so yeah, then in middle school, I signed up for guitar lessons because he kind of sparked the like, you know, he kind of gave me some basic pointers and really influenced me to like give it a real shot. And so my parents have been very supportive. I'm very thankful for them. The shout out to the parents.
Hell yeah, dude.
They were very, very supportive of it. You know, my mom signed me up for guitar lessons, beginning of like 6th grade, end of 5th grade, somewhere around there. And that's right when I was starting because I had already like, you know, dabbled with rock and roll. I was like AC/DC, Black Sabbath, you know, yada, yada. And then it's like, it was the whole cliche thing of like, oh, there's heavier crap out there. Like I got to find heavier stuff because that distorted guitar was like what caught me. So it's like, you know, once I heard Metallica and Pantera and like Judas Priest and
You're
all
done,
that stuff,
dude.
I was like, oh, this is amazing. It like consumed my life, made me want to play guitar even more. And so when I went to lessons and stuff, that was I'm very grateful for doing that because that really taught me a lot of the basic mechanics that I really needed to learn to just play guitar properly. Just from, like I said, I was just like lapping it, you know, when I was a kid with a thumb. And so yeah, I took the guitar lessons, and I'll never forget this, man. I found out my neighbor, he's about my brother's age. My brother's like 4 years apart from me, and he played guitar, and I heard him playing in his room. Saw him outside. I was like, oh, he played guitar. And he brought me up to his room and he like showed me how to play Enter Sandman. Like, so
I just
cliche, dude.
I just taught that song like a
No
couple
way.
weeks ago. Yeah.
Nice.
Hell
It's a
yeah.
good starter song, dude. You know?
Oh yeah, I have a sibling that set that I teach, and one drums and the other drums guitar. So I'm like teaching them both how to play it so that they can like jam it together. They're like
Nice.
6 and 9 or something.
Holy
7
crap.
and 10. They're fucking rad. So
Damn, that's awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
yeah,
But basically, like the thing is with this is that at the time, because the place I got lessons was like a music store, had a music front, so there was like
Mhm.
guitars, tab books, and all that stuff, and then the lessons were in the back, like in the jam rooms.
yeah,
And so I was like, I would look through the tab books up front, but I would never like, you know, you're a little kid, you don't have money, and like, I can't buy this.
yeah.
And then my neighbor, when he taught me Understand Me, he showed me ultimateguitar.com or whatever it was called. He's like,
Hell
no,
yeah,
you could
dude.
just look this up, like any song you want. There's multiple tabs, and I was like, what? And because I thought you just had to buy the tab books. I didn't know that was like, you know, for free on the internet.
Yeah, it's
And
like playing video games back in the day. You want the cheat codes and all that shit. You got to buy
right.
the magazine or the book
Yep.
that they would come with. You
Yeah.
can't look it up on the internet.
Oh
There's
yeah.
the magazines with the tabs, like Guitar World and stuff, like exclusive tabs. You know, it's like
Those were pretty cool. But dude, remember that golden age of when Ultimate Guitar didn't have the like UI that they have now with like a built-in player, and it was you would just get like the real tabs from it, and you could
That's right.
download the files, and then you
Yep.
would have either Guitar Pro or Tux
Or
Guitar,
PDF. I did the
Or-
PDF.
or you would just get the PDF.
Yep.
Hell yeah. But that golden age, because you really like didn't need to spend any money, and you could get whatever anyone could transcribe off their own ear. And
Power
there was
tab was a
yeah.
big thing.
Yeah, Casey has like still one of the sickest tab libraries.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's
Nice,
given me
dude.
over the years. Yeah.
That's
True.
awesome.
So I think
Well,
we're
some
all
of them were terribly inaccurate too. You're like, they're like
Yeah.
overly simplified. And you're like trying to play with the actual song. You're like, that's not
Yeah.
what it is.
Remember like Power Tab editor, whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Power
it, like,
tab. Yeah.
There's like no measures or whatever, or like they just go on forever.
Yeah,
like so you can
dude.
just like it doesn't matter. Then you like put it into Guitar Pro and it's like, wait, what? It's like
I
it's-
would totally, because I'm not a guitar player, but I had the program because you guys would always send me like shit that you were writing or whatever, and I just fuck with it and just be like,
Yeah.
688825753.
Like,
Fucking coding that
like
shit.
in
And
random
then press
things,
play.
yeah. Like I wrote a song, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Dude, it's different now. Like, those like things where like the notes fall, like YouTube videos. They're like you could like use it for piano, and then there's like those guitar games like Rocksmith where like the notes come at you, but it's like you play a real guitar to play the songs. Like I like deal with a lot of that stuff in guitar education, and I kind of yearn for the old days because I would just want to tell all these people, man, it's all there already. You don't need me. Just go find it. But it's hard to get people to understand that it's all in the tab,
Right.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, and it's funny because this is before, like, when I got lessons, even piano lessons, like, yeah, they taught me they tried to at least teach me some of the theory aspects and all that. That never stuck. I was always just based off the ear and stuff. So when I learned about tabs, it was the ultimate cheat code because I could just put on the song for Metallica and then see the tabs and like know like, okay, this is quarter note, eighth note before I even know what that was. And so it's like that was the ultimate cheat to like learning songs, was just tablature for guitar. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. But
yeah, it kind of teaches you just by trying to write in it, and it like you get the red and you're like, fuck, you keep adding notes and the red goes away and you're like, all right, we're good.
dude, I got a story for that with Matt Kilner when I get to there on the timeline. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Don't forget it. Make a note.
Oh yeah. So basically at this time, like my guitar teacher was more into like alternative rock and like stuff like that. And he started to see me just get more and more and more into metal. And it started to get more and more heavy and kind of like away from what he was trying to teach me. So he would be sending me home with songs to learn. And I'd be going on Ultimate Tab and like learning fucking Call of Cthulhu or some shit. You know what I mean? like, no, I'm not going to do my assignment. Like, I want to learn this now.
Right.
And so this was around, I want to say 7th grade. I'd just gotten like an iPod, I think like a Nano or something
Fucking loved
for
iPods,
Christmas.
dude.
Yeah, dude, that was the shit. And
Real
before that,
side
I had
note,
the
I know
little
where I'm-
MP3 players.
Sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to
you're
cut you
good.
off, but I was just gonna say I recently saw there's a company that is selling the old iPod classics, but they're like 1 terabyte hard drive
Damn.
now. And
That's
I
hard.
fucking want one so bad, dude. I really do, because I mean it's smaller than my phone. I could take that out a lot quicker and do it. I miss
Yeah, the
fucking
navigation,
wheel.
dude. Yep.
Yeah, I miss all that.
The
dude.
battery life too on those fat iPods were like they lasted
Yeah.
for weeks,
forever, dude.
Yeah.
It's such like a comfort thing now too, and it's like not connected to the internet, and you're just like, these
Yeah.
are all. I picked all these songs personally.
Yep.
It's like a stress
Mine
relief
still
for
works, but the
millennials.
battery doesn't hold. So I really
Yeah.
only need to change the battery.
You don't use any streaming, Anthony, service?
No, not really.
You don't at all? Wow, crazy.
I know it's funny. I use this. Everybody's gonna be like, you're just like an Android user, but I use Amazon Music
Oh, well,
if
that's
I ever stream something because
Nice.
I had it linked up to my shit back in the day. And that's or I'll Bandcamp, but that's me still putting money in the artist's pocket.
Bandcamp is
that's
the best.
cool. Well, what I
Yeah,
do
for
is
sure.
I still buy CDs, and what I do is I actually just I rip them to waves on my computer so I can get that full CD quality. But then I'll
Mhm.
also compress them to MP3 to have on my phone because I just hate relying on
Mhm.
streaming. Like that. I just want to have it when I want to have it, you know, and it's a
I'm
great way to
sure,
support
totally.
it.
I'm just one of those old guys now, dude. Who's like, I still like flipping open a CD, putting it
Hell
in.
yeah,
The,
dude!
you
It's a
know,
whole experience, you
it
know.
really
Like,
is, dude. I
yeah.
still to this day I have my CDs in boxes right now, but every once in a while I'll be like, I just need to open up a box, dude, and I'll just open up
Right.
a box and
Yeah.
fucking go through it all and be like, oh, you know, I want to listen to this week, and I'll make like a little CD booklet that I'm going to take for the week because I got a 6 CD changer in my 2002 fucking truck, you know.
Yeah,
And and I'll fucking set up a 6 CD like mix. You guys do all your playlists. Well, I listen to full albums.
Remember
Pete.
those like CD player things? It was like 200 CDs or something. Like
yeah,
smart.
dude.
Like I remember like I like visited my uncle in Colorado or something, and it was like, whoa, he's got one of those 200 CDs. Oh my god!
Just
It's
like weird.
yeah, it's just all this 80s like jam.
Yeah, dude.
And this is me not trying to be like, oh, dude, I'm fucking. This is the way to go. But even my iPod, I would say 90% of it was me uploading the CD to my hard drive and then dropping it into the iPod. I never was, and I'm not saying that I'm not talking shit about anybody who downloaded music for free, but from the beginning, I wasn't that type of dude. You know, I was the guy who wanted to put a little money in the pocket of the artist that I appreciated. Now, I'm not saying that if you don't do that, you're a bad person. I'm just saying that was my style, you know. That's it.
I just ripped so much fucking discographies off the internet, like all of Suffocation at once, all of Hate Eternal, like all of Meshuggah. And it was, and I also was like at Streetlight Records like as often as I could, buying shit all the time. So
oh man, I mean, I've said it so many times, dude, but flipping through the used section of the metal section, used CD section of the of Amoeba, Streetlight, Rasputin,
Tower Records. You guys remember that?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's all about how when they would like draw the logo, like the death metal logo, like on the white tab, like try to like
dude.
Sharpie, you know. And you're just like, whoa, that one's pretty good.
And then you go to the place that actually like really does the logos pretty well, and you're like, oh shit, this guy knows what's up. Meaning he knows what to fucking get sent in, dude. So start looking because
you guys remember when they had the scan things, when they had the little headphone kiosk?
Oh yeah,
dude. Get a preview of it. Yeah,
I could easily spend like 2 hours in Amoeba doing all that, dude. Just get a stack and go listen to it. This is shit. This is good. Go back and find some more shit. Yeah. The 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, dude. All right. So when does like jamming with people come
So one thing I wanted to mention, which is funny, like my exposure to death metal. So I have a story for this. So basically what I was saying with the iPod for Christmas, we got the gift cards with it, of course, right? So you can go buy music to put on it. And like I was like in metal, I listened to the very first Korn was actually very fucking influential on me because that was like some of the heaviest shit I've ever heard.
How old are you now?
This was in 6th
No,
grade,
I'm sorry. Now, currently, present day.
Oh, I'm 29.
Oh, okay. So we got a decade between us, but you still
a little bit.
New metal a little bit.
Yeah, and you'll hear the story and go like, "Wow, yeah, you really are."
Well, it's a thing for me and Joel to try and find out how, no matter what age, because there was that small little age of us actually experiencing that new metal shit. And then outside of that, we want to find out like who, because it was such a blip, you know. After that, whoever caught on to it and liked it, that's like, oh, you caught on to it after it was already not a thing, you know.
Right.
So that's cool to hear a 29-year-old. Damn, you're 29 now.
Yeah.
You got a fucking life ahead of you, bro. You already got a lot, dude.
Yeah, dude. Shit, about to hit 30, so it's gonna, gotta
congratulations for all the accolades. So I mean, giving you accolades for everything that you've done so far. All right.
Oh, thanks, man. So basically the story is, I'm like on iTunes with this gift card. You know, I was listening to like Headbangers Ball, if you guys remember that. Yeah. Like kind of what was commercially available. So it was like anything that had like more double bass or like crazier vocals or crazier guitars. Like I was just going in that direction because I didn't know anything at that time. You know, I'm just exploring. And I'll never forget it, dude. I was on iTunes and I just see a fucking playlist called Death Metal. And it had a fucking upside down pentagram in red and black. And I clicked on that playlist, dude, and I'm not kidding. It had fucking Suffocation, Deicide, Cannibal Corpse, Nile, Sepultura. Like, it was all the classics in one playlist. And I bought the whole playlist with that gift card. And there were certain bands on there that I didn't get into till a little later once I've been exposed more. But right off the bat, it was like Morbid Angel, Deicide, Cannibal Corpse, Death, Sepultura. All those just it made what I was.
Who were the bands that took you a while to?
So I would say probably like Nile took me a second, just maybe because the vocals were a little bit more, which it doesn't make sense because Cannibal Corpse just took over at that time.
Right.
No, I remember Nile being a step later. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean?
Hard ass shit. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. Whereas Cannibal, you at least have like the instrumental kind of groove of that to latch on to, but then you hear George Calias and it's just like insanity. You know,
dude, it's not only that.
I
mean, it's also imagery too, because you're exposed to like Morbid Angel, Deicide, Cannibal first, most likely, you know, and then you see all the imagery that comes with that, and then all of a sudden there's this band that is all of that on fucking methamphetamines that talks about Egypt the whole fucking time, and you're like, wait. I didn't even pay attention to Egypt when I fucking learned about it in fucking elementary school.
Yeah, for real, dude. Yeah.
I remember being told it was like, you got to check out this band. Their singer sounds like a mummy or something. and I'm like going in expecting to hear that. And then I didn't expect like the 250 BPM and the like constant 16th notes. And I was just like,
yeah, dude.
Like, why did you mention like that's not a big deal? Like,
I literally am mind blown right now because all the old school mummy, like it's totally like it's growling, it's death metal, so maybe they are really trying to like channel the sound of like dead Egyptian pharaohs and shit, dude.
It's pretty brutal, dude.
The first death metal album that I ever bought was Amongst the Catacombs by Nile.
Nice.
And actually they were the band that got me into death metal.
Wow.
Sick, dude.
Yeah. For sure, 100%.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's a cool trophy to have, dude.
And I had that shirt for so long. I wish I still had it. It was such a cool shirt. It got it like fell apart. I had it for so long. But
man,
dude, I was like in high school back in those times, and like it was like we had just started like basically they were showing me death metal stuff. Like they showed me some bands, and it was like a little too much at first, you know.
Yeah.
And then I remember specifically just playing Super Metroid, like on like Super Nintendo and stuff, and just playing that a bunch, and like. They just started showing me that album, and it was like, dun, 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 like along with the level, like listen to that and like Rush, it was like at the same time for some reason, like we listened to Rush and then Nile all of a sudden, and just remember all of a sudden just like playing Super Metroid, and then it was just like Nile playing in the background, like we turned the volume down on the game, and it was just like that, suddenly just clicked, and I was just like, whoa, okay, this is sick. And then I bought like Cannibal Corpse Vial and like other Gallery of Suicide and stuff like that. But that was the first band for me, so it's like total opposite. It's
wow, dude, that is a crazy jump into the deep end.
It's a little more accessible. The Amongst the Catacombs record is a little more accessible than like.
I was gonna say, yeah,
it's still extreme as fuck, though. Dude.
Yeah, it's as extreme, but it's a little clearer production and like super heavy triggers. It's crazy.
I was just about to say that whole drum kit is just constant punches to the jaw and facial.
It's primal, dude. It's so primal sounding.
Hamarua is fucking awesome. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Definitely laid down the foundations for the rest of the entire like 9 CDs. Yeah.
So tell me the band that you first said I hate this band on that playlist.
Which one?
What playlist?
It was Severed Savior. No, I'm just kidding.
No, Severed Savior Brutality of Law was a big deal for me, but that kind of came later.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I didn't bring up Bus just for you to start talking about it. I was just using us as a joke. No, but all right. So the playlist was like a giant.
Yeah, that was a huge deal, man. Like that just like started like the addiction, the craving to like just trying to find like the most obscure, heaviest shit. You know what I mean? And again, this is right when I was still getting guitar lessons, and this guy sees me go from like Metallica to Cannibal Corpse, and I'm
Almost
showing up
overnight,
like,
probably.
yeah, dude, and I'm showing up like, show me how to play Hammer Smash Face and shit, and just like listening to it, it's like, yeah, I don't really like play this kind of music, you know. And I remember at a certain point, you know, I got the basics down on guitar. It's been like at least a year at this point. And I forgot what song I brought in, but I brought him in a song on like a burned disc. I was like, can you show him how to play this? And he just like listened to it. And I just always saw his face whenever I showed him metal. He's just like, yeah, you're probably better off just learning this on your own, you know? And I was like, all right, well, I'm done with lessons. This is when YouTube was big. So I was like, you know, there's a lot of tutorials. Like, I'm just going to like learn pinch harmonics like off YouTube and stuff like that. And so yeah, this is right around, I would say, end of 8th grade, and just entered into high school. And I have a funny story, dude. So I wasn't, you know, I was like, I can't remember, probably like 15 at the time. And so like I didn't have a credit card or anything to buy shirts online or anything, right? So I went to Safeway, and you know how you could buy those gift debit cards where you just charge money on them?
Yep.
So I went on eBay with that, and I bought my first like 4 or 5 band shirts ever.
Shit. I'm gonna one up you right now. I'm gonna one up you right now, real quick. When I first started using eBay, I didn't even have a fucking credit card, dude. I had to send money orders to order shit off of eBay. Dude. Literally had to go. When you said going to Safeway, I was like, he's gonna talk about a money order. Oh wait, no, he's 29. He doesn't even fucking know what a money order is.
I know what a money order is.
But I know, I'm just joking. But I had to run to
He's like, I know what a money order is. That's awesome.
Back in my day,
and I would have to be like, can I have a money order for this amount of money? And I'd have to buy a money order thing and send it in the mail.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Crazy,
sorry.
dude. No, you're good. So basically, I bought Death, The Sound of Perseverance, because that was actually, funny enough, my first Death exposure was that album. And I got Cannibal Corpse. It had the logo and it had Kill behind it. And it was like, I got Annihilation of the Wicked, and I think Deicide. And I get home from school, and my parents are like, come in the office, we need to talk to you. And I'm like,
oh shit.
And so I go in the office, and they have the Death shirt and the Cannibal shirt like laid out on the chair in there.
Nice.
And they're like sitting down. They're like, all right, so do you plan on wearing these at school? You know? And I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? And so the Cannibal Corpse shirt, I was like, I kind of got it because it just said straight up kill on it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay. And then I was like, but why do you guys have a problem with the Death shirt? And they're like, really, Niko? Like, you don't see that? And I'm like, see what? And it's like, it's a vagina. I'm like, are you guys out of your mind? That's like a cave mountain. Look at the people right there crawling on. They're like, oh, okay, I guess that one's fine. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Where's your mind at, parents?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, you're looking into it a little too hard. And so, you know, but no, they've been super supportive. I get it. But I thought it was funny. They were like looking for something bad.
Right.
Everything reminds me of her or whatever.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit.
I have a similar story with my parents. Same kind of thing.
Yeah. What was yours?
Let's hear it.
Oh, I've already told it on the podcast before.
Oh, you have?
Basically, I got like an order of all these CDs, and they sat me down. They're kind of like concerned because it came in the mail, and it was just like, like
mail.
Same thing, like all this Cannibal Corpse, Deicide, like same, you know, kind of stuff. And they're just like, like, are you okay? Like, is this all right? Like, you know,
are you okay?
It was like my dad was like reading the back of the thing, like the song titles on like Deicide album. Like, I think it was Legion actually.
Oh shit!
Oh man!
Yeah. And like he was just like reading the names. He's like, you know, like what are you? And I'm like, it's like a horror movie, you know. It's like, you know, it's just like it's like art. I'm not into that, or you know, whatever. But
one time, my dad read some liner notes of a band I had the CD, and he was just like, "Yeah, these are terrible." Like he didn't think it was good at all. I was like, "Shit, that's hard," but he's a songwriter, so he has the right to judge, I guess. So.
All right, now I don't think I've ever told this on the podcast, but I want to tell it now because you guys are talking about your parents finding out your shit, and I was like, my parents never.
Yeah, here it comes.
My parents never gave me shit about anything that I listened to. They'd never once even questioned anything I listened to. But when I was in Carnivorous, I had a song called "Defiled Amputees." I was 18 when I wrote it, and it literally is a song about a guy who collects amputees in his basement for sexual pleasure. And if he can't come across a new one, he makes a new one. And I had this song for the longest time, and I had told a few people that were friends of mine that were also friends of my dad. And we were partying one time, and my dad was there too, and that one of those people just turned to my dad, was like, well, he's got a song about raping amputees. And from across the room, my dad just fucking gave me one of those dad stares, like, what the
Dad
fuck?
stares.
Yeah, dude. You just like,
I disapprove of this.
and in the moment, in front of everybody, I was just had, dude. My parents figured me out, dude. I
So
fucking
disappointed. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's just say pretty quickly after that, I actually did change my writing style, because I was like, yeah, why the fuck am I writing like this? Like, this is kind of stupid. I'm gonna be real with my writing, and
Gotta be edgy, dude.
yeah.
Back in those times.
I know. Well, you grow up on Cannibal and all that shit. You want
Yeah.
to fucking make some crazy cannibal shit. But then I was like, you know what? I'm doing Cannibal. I need to fucking do Anthony.
Right.
And I changed my shit, and I started writing from me. Those were all stories that I was just making up that I didn't even really fucking connect with.
If you're doing death metal like lyricism, it's like a good homework assignment. Like, write a Cannibal Corpse style song, so then you know how to do that, and you're like, okay, now I can do my own thing.
Totally.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, that was enough.
Yeah,
Anthony
so
leads.
Chat GPT, write me a Cannibal Corpse style song.
Oh yeah.
Right,
so yeah, back on the timeline, I think. Yeah, so this is right when I was entering high school. I was like heavy into that. I just finished guitar lessons, and I started, I think, like just really getting serious on playing and taking it seriously. And this is when, back in like when I went to high school, I went to Cal High in San Ramon. When you did see any kind of metal shirt, right? It was like Megadeth or Metallica or anything like that. So if you saw someone wearing a Cannibal Corpse shirt, it like what? Because it's so just underground in terms of a high school.
Tomb of the Mutilated will catch anybody's eye. That
dude.
I mean,
absolutely.
Even Butcher Birth too. I've even mentioned that recently, but that cover of two corpses, having oral sex is always going to catch somebody's eye, dude.
Yeah. Well, he just had the logo shirt. I don't think he wanted to risk wearing it, but because I how everyone in high school has that like their little spot to hang out with. So I always used to walk by this group of metalheads, and one day he wore like a Cannibal Corpse shirt, and I had my death shirt on. And I like approached him, and I was like, "Hey, dude, sick shirt! Like, I don't ever see anyone rocking death metal." And so we just kind of hit it off. He's like, "Yeah, I'm a drummer," and I was like, "Yeah, I play guitar." His name's Jesse Bellino, and so I met him through high school, and that's the first person I really ever like jammed with. And so I met up with him at his house. He had a little jam spot in his living room or something. And then that's when I formed the project known as Decryption. A lot of you people who were around me at that time know that project. It was just, random shit. But this is also at the same time that I met Ian Ripmaster, and he says to say hi to you, Joseph.
Yo, what up, dude?
Yeah,
that's sick.
Yeah. So Ian Ripmaster is actually a really big part of my exposure to. He's the first time that I heard "Staring from the Abyss" by Origin, because on MySpace, you could have the song when you go into your profile. You could set the profile song. So he had that as a song, and immediately I'm already like, "Whoa, what the fuck is that?" And so
I actually jammed Origin with Ian before. I think we played Reciprocal.
No shit.
And maybe also
That's
Staring,
awesome.
Maybe. Yeah.
Fuck
that's
yeah,
fucking
dude.
Sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I called him up to just chat about the old times, and he was like, "Yeah, make sure you fucking say hi to him for me." So,
that's sick.
Yeah, basically, I heard Origin first through him, and then we kind of just started chatting a little bit. I showed him some of the stuff I was writing. So we saw that we were going to the same high school, but he was like a junior when I was a senior, so he's older than me. And he was driving at the time, so he would come pick me up and we would come hang out and shit. And I'll never forget, like driving down the road, he showed me Consume the Forsaken for the first time. And just like, I know exactly where on the road I was when I first heard it, like, and I was just like, whoa, dude, what the fuck is that? You know? And I had that like previous death metal kind of training. Like I said, I wasn't really into Nile at first, right? Because it was like a little too crazy. And so I had gone so far and discovered so many bands at that point that I was almost like ready to hear it at that time. So big shout out to Ian, you know, showing me Discord, showing me Origin, because I just, at that point, I just became obsessed. You know, like I wanted to sweep. I wanted to, like, I loved like Origin still. Those first fucking 3 to 4 albums, big deal for me, inspirational with especially Decryption at the time and some of the early Iniquitous stuff. But also at the same time, like that's one path. And then there was the Brutal Death path that was, you know, starting with the Disgorge exposure from him as well. And he was in a band. Do you guys remember a band called Immortus in the Bay Area? Do you guys remember that at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so he was in that, and then he joined Inanimate too at the end there for that. I forget which record that was, but he was in Inanimate Existence.
That was the
it's
Liberation
like the orange
Through
red
Hearing.
cover. Yeah, that one.
Liberation Through Hearing. Yeah, it was like 2012, maybe 2011 even.
More than 10 years ago. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I had that. I had that CD.
Oh,
that was actually. I'm gonna reveal that. That was the CD my dad was reading the lyrics to when he.
No way!
Holy shit, dude!
Shout out
the
lyrics.
Synchronicity.
But yeah, shout out Inanimate homies, and fucking that was a cool band lineup at the time. Riley was singing for them. In that touring cycle.
We saw
Ron Casey drums, right?
During that time, because Riley.
Or I guess Riley joined right after that tour. And then he
did perform with them at the Blue Lagoon, though.
Yeah.
What tour are you talking about?
Well, there was a tour where they had a vocalist before Riley who was doing it.
I just know the last and only time actually that I've seen Inanimate was at Blue Lagoon with Riley on vocals. I don't know. It must have been after that then. He was already, but the album still hadn't come out yet.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, Ian was the homie that I knew first from all those dudes. And so
that's crazy, dude.
He was a sick guitarist. He went to college with my brother.
That's right. Yeah, he told me that.
Yeah.
Give your brother a plug really quick. Your brother does music too, right?
Me,
Joseph?
Yeah.
What's the
he just
last
moved
album?
to Portland. If you live in Portland, hit up my brother Elliot OK, like ELLIOTT OK. I think it's that and then music at the end of it on Insta. Yeah, he does like indie folk rock stuff, like Grateful Dead, Neil Young, Bob Dylan kind of stuff. Very sick.
Yeah, you showed me some shit and I was down, dude.
Yeah. He just moved to Portland like 3 weeks ago, so he's like trying to start up there now, and it sounds like a fucking party all the time. Yeah, thanks.
Portland's the shit. I love Portland.
Yeah, one of my bands is kind of 1/3 based up there too, so kind of building a little nest up there too.
Yeah, I got some family up there. I always like to visit.
Sick, dude. All right, yeah. So hanging with Ian, you guys start writing for Decrypted, or mostly you're writing, and dude, the Disgorge. Yeah. I was gonna say just shout out on the Consume the Forsaken love, because I probably have. I am not even like, there are so many diehard Disgorge fans from like over 20 years now. I can't say I've like digested that album as much as, you know, the hardcore guys, but the amount of work I put in to learning like 6 of those songs to play live.
Yeah, dude, you pull that off so well, man. You're an amazing drummer, man.
Oh, thank you, man. I definitely feel like when I hear people talk about it, it's like, oh, I'm a part of something big, you know?
You
like,
are, dude.
Yeah, you are, man.
10, 11,
so many
10,
people
14,
have
10, 11, 10, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's
shout out to the Wizard, man.
Any of that shit,
Diego.
Dude. It's great.
And we actually have the Wizard here, right? No, we don't.
Oh.
That would have been sick, dude.
Because like on the side,
Yeah, dude.
Me and
Yeah,
Nico
that was
both got
awesome,
fucking.
man.
Me and Nico got punked right there, dude. We totally thought that was gonna
And I was
happen.
I know, me too. I was
Really,
like,
the
here we go.
wizard?
Oh shit, yeah. It's like this, like all like dark black screen, like
Well, I mean, the wizard does. He
He's
does.
like-
Yeah, go horizontal,
he's
dude.
like
Go
all close with his
horizontal.
beard, like
Here's
Yeah,
here's
yeah, like,
a
like all like
look behind the scenes. A lot of the times when you see a person pop up on the show, I actually don't know when it's gonna happen. So you're
No
getting
shit.
my genuine reaction pretty much every time they pop in.
Nice.
I'm like
we
the
know
last
you're
time
genuine, Anthony. We know you got your toes exposed.
Diego's last appearance, I had no idea he was even gonna pop in.
I know
you
that was me. I snicked that on you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
me neither.
usually
Even though I
Nice,
know, I
dude.
just don't know when it's coming.
exactly.
I was like,
That's
oh
awesome.
shit, boss is here. Hey, boss. Like,
Yeah, best behavior.
yeah, I'm practicing.
See, it's
You're like, yeah, man, you ready to jam, man? I'm like, oh shit.
Hell yeah, dude. That's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
The riff
But yeah, no,
wizard.
that was like I can't say enough about that album. That changed my life. Same thing with Echoes of Decimation. Just those two
Yeah.
right there at the same time, just like
Yeah.
like my whole world opened up. And
yeah.
that's like if I'll try to find it, but I don't think it's on YouTube. But all the old Decryption material, I started just adding. Once I learned how to sweep, because I was learning those songs for covers on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And once I learned how to sweep, I was kind of just putting it everywhere like an idiot. It's just like I look back now, I'm like, yeah, just tell me you love Origin without telling me you love Origin,
Oh yeah.
right? And so yeah, so that was a pretty big deal. And so yeah, I'll never forget this, dude. We went to Radio Shack. We didn't have any recording equipment. We bought like a single mic, and I had like a DI at the time, and I recorded guitars, bass, vocals that way. We had a vocalist named Rocky at the time, one of his friends, and we did 2 different takes. We did a take of the drums with the mic overhead to get the snare, toms, and cymbals, and then we did a whole second take, a separate one, just for the kick. So it barely even lined up properly. We didn't know what the hell we were doing. We just wanted to like record some music, you know?
Right.
But it was fun, dude. It was like my first experience ever just like jamming, being in a band. You know, it's more of a project.
Mhm.
And this is right around the time that MySpace was huge for music. Like everybody was connecting and talking and stuff. And then I met a guy by the name of Wes Wojcik, and we kind of talked about, you know, hey, like let's jam. We're looking for a bass player to come join us, that kind of thing. So he was in Walnut Creek at the time. I was in San Ramon, so his mom came and dropped him off. We jammed, and this is kind of around the time that Jesse was starting to notice that I really was wanting like blast beats, and he couldn't really ever blast. He just kind of went
Can cut steady.
Yeah, and like, you know, and hey, big shout out to him for that, because you know he saw like, you know, hey, you're gonna want something else. I don't want to hold you back. I want you to have something like you're really wanting for your craft. So that was cool and humble of him to do that. And so Wes, when I met him, it was the last jam we had together with Jesse, the original drummer. He's like, hey, I know this guy in Walnut Creek. He could play Origin. He does covers. He has a jam spot in his house. Like, I should hit him up and see if he's down, if he can jam. That was Matt Kilner. So this is when we were like 15, 16 years old. And so he went to high school with Matt, I guess, and told him at high school about me. And then we exchanged like MySpaces and stuff, and we chatted. And then my mom, I didn't have a car, so my mom dropped me off in Walnut Creek with my half stack and my guitar. And we played Staring from the Abyss, Reciprocal, Kill Your Mother, Rape Your Dog, and Killing on Adrenaline, because we knew those songs at the time.
Nice.
And I'll never forget that feeling of like, I was like, you know, I've never seen, like, he had the double bass, he could fucking blast. Like, I was like, wow, this is like real death metal shit right here. So crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's a great feeling, dude.
Dude, it's unreal, man. So
same thing when we got Troy for Carnivorous after working with the drum machine the whole time. It was just
oh shit.
It was so fucking crazy to feel like being a rehearsal studio and having it just loud and hitting you in your chest, and
Yeah, dude.
nobody's plugging their ears because we're all dumb and fucking yelling and just letting it fully just annihilate you, and that feeling, and being a part of making that annihilation, you're just that gets you totally hooked. That's exactly I think the main. Okay, yes, playing and writing music is always the first and foremost, but once you get that feeling of recreating it with other humans in a space, I think that is really the nails in the coffin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely, dude.
that really is the full on, the hook was set, you're fucking on the line now, and you're not letting go, you know?
Absolutely, man. I mean, that was just you said it perfectly. Like once you really feel that, like you said, like he had his triggers and just hearing like an actual blast beat in person for the first time was just like, whoa, dude, you know, like
Yeah.
it was my, and then to over your your guitars that you're playing and then you're in sync, and it was just, yeah, it became an addiction, you know, like it's crazy. So basically I brought my whatever I wrote with Decryption over to Matt, and I was like, hey, I wrote these songs, this is like our project, you know. And so here's where that Guitar Pro story comes in. So he was already well versed in Guitar Pro, even at that young age. Like he really knew how to use that software. And I was programming like whole songs with like 10 instruments on them and shit. Cause
Damn.
he's big into Behold the Octopus and Psyoput,
Yeah.
all that kind of like crazy wacky shit with like keys and stuff, you know? And so he showed me some of the stuff he was programming in Guitar Pro. And I'm like, you fucking did all this? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like writing with pencil and like fucking just like 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, like, and like caveman shit.
Keep it below the 5th fret, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You know,
Hell
and
yeah.
so he kind of sat down with me because we really hit it off, and he's a really cool dude. We're both like total just goofy idiots. So we just hit it off right away, and we're like, all right, we started to like, okay, let's take this serious. Let's like write some stuff. Let's have you put your drums on it. So he showed me Guitar Pro, and I had no idea what the hell I was looking at. Like I said, I didn't know anything with quarter notes or eighth notes, triplets, anything remotely close to that. I just knew numbers and positions on the fretboard. That's it.
Mhm.
And so he kind of showed me, all right, so can you tab these little paper things you wrote in this? That way I can program my drums and write to it. And so he handed me a flash drive with the Guitar Pro 5.2. I still use it to this day. It's the best Guitar Pro. I don't care what anybody says. That's the best shit ever. He
Which
handed it to
one?
me on a 5.2 or 5.
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah,
that,
yeah, for sure,
that's the
yeah,
best one, dude.
Yeah.
So he handed me the install file on a flash drive. He's like, kind of gave me a rough lesson, like, all right, so you do this, this, and this. And he'll tell this. You guys got to get him on, by the way. Like he's fucking incredible, dude. But he sent me home with that, and I tried as best as I could to tab that shit. And I remember, I'll never forget, we're sitting at his computer when I come back the next time. He pulls up the Guitar Pro. Every single bar is red. Every single one. And he's just like, what the fuck is this, dude? I'm like, dude, I don't know how to do this shit. I just put numbers in it.
Oh, yeah.
So he sat there with me with my guitar, and he's like, okay, so how do you play it? And he's just like,
yeah,
and just fixed it all in like 2 minutes.
Just edited your shit in 2 minutes.
Yeah, dude.
Everything we wrote like before 2005, 6-ish, around that time, like was all on Power Tab, and then we had to import it all to Guitar Pro, and it was just like nightmare. Every single thing. It like basically just put it together. I mean, it's almost like redoing it, but almost not really. But
you have to like reverse engineer it onto that.
Yeah,
basically.
it's almost harder to do that. You're better off just starting over.
Yeah. So big shout out to Matt. Like, me and him, like from an early age, just started hanging out and kind of bouncing off each other and all sorts of musical inspirations. And he really liked my playing. I really liked his playing. He kind of, like I said, exposed me to Guitar Pro, which has been an essential tool with Iniquitous, especially the full length album. So basically, we started to get that going. Nothing really ever happened of it. He kind of put his twist on my songs at the time. And I think Wes went to join a more active band or something. I don't know, Repulsive Infestation, if you guys ever heard that name. Again, Bay Area stuff, like East Bay.
Again, that sounds familiar to me, and it's probably because it's Bay Area. Impulsive. Say it again.
Repulsive Infestation.
Yeah, dude, that does sound familiar to me. But I mean, there's so many fucking death metal band names.
Oh, like dude, that, it's Pop Up and Out. You know, they're not active anymore. But basically, yeah. So it's like you know, Matt is like big into like all sorts of wacky shit. So he went and joined or created a band. It's like a punk band. It's called Video Wine Party. And so he did that with his brother, who's also a multi-instrumentalist. Shout out to Cameron Kilner. That's his brother. They're both very, very musically inclined, multi-instrumentalists. So they got in a punk band together, and that kind of put me like more like back where I started, just by myself doing YouTube covers, kind of just writing my own crap and just playing, right? And so he was doing that, and I was starting to write what is now the Iniquitous Deeds EP. At the time, it was under a different name because I found like some drummer on the internet. I was really trying to just get material out, you know? And so I'll never forget this, dude. I wrote 3 songs, the 3 out of the 4 that are on the Iniquitous EP. One of them being Tomb of Divine Supremacy, which has the pinch harmonics on it. And I showed that to Matt because me and him were still cool and sharing music and stuff over the internet. And so I showed him that. And this is right when he was kind of like wanting to veer away from his project with that punk band. And he said that when he heard those pinch harmonics, he's like, I want to play death metal again. Yeah. And it was awesome, dude, you know? And that song, I had a hardcore binge. That's right when I was discovering Putridity. And so I just like was going nuts with Putridity. And I was like, listen to the first record and the second one. And no, it was mainly the first one, actually, with the drum machine.
Yo, this would be a good time to show the updated flyer.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Hell yeah.
Shout out Miguel, who came through and sent it to me. Not Joel, I will add for the record.
Getting called out, bro.
We got Putridity up at the top, rightly bespoke where it should be. Although I will not forget to mention there's another layer coming, so stay tuned.
Yep, I see a section at the top that has a perfect space for 3 more logos, dude.
But it really should be Putridity above all them. I wanted to shout out. I wanted to shout out Kilner's band Nithing. Is that how you even say it? Nithing.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, he's insane, everything you just said. Bro. We got to have Kilner for sure. I didn't know.
I was just about to say this. Enough has been said that I'm like, I want to talk to this dude.
Oh,
because I love the family dynamic of hearing people. I mean, we got the Jarzenbecks. We got the, there's so many combinations.
That dude's a straight up brother to me, dude. Like straight up, like crazy, man.
Yeah, we've hung out in Oakland and then of course the Gorgasm to Violently Vomit back to back. So
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, and I used his snare on the fucking
Chicago
Combination Fest.
That's
7.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's the one with the wooden grain on the sides, like kind of like a light, like pine. I forget that. I can't keep up with the drum gear, dude.
Oh, I don't know. You know what? Okay, this is for the real drum nerd, the drum heads. I was a little worried that I was like, what if Kilner brings his like super like clank 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 snare that he like the way it sounds in all his videos, like super steel can, and I was like, I don't think that would work with like TVV. But then I hear the Gorgasm set and he's playing it and it sounds gorgeous, and I'm like, yes, I'm all set for my set. It like was the perfect death metal live snare. So he just like has I think he has like the overtones on which mic, whatever, like really cranked in his mixes to get that like crazy sound.
What do you
think? Used to play a lot more pingy too. We've kind of both of us
the
kind of like the middle ground.
The LP is pretty sick, yeah.
So what is it about? What is it about the pingy snare that is so prominent in like the slam,
like brutal death metal? It's
also, by the way, also side note, in the Czech Republic as well. If you listen to a lot of bands from the Czech scene, all the grind bands and weird fucking grind bands that come out of there, they got that pingy snare.
Yeah, or Philippines or Indonesia or South Asia, it's big there as well because that's where brutal death metal is like king is Indonesia. It just adds to the whole like just nasty, just unbelievably nasty vibe of it. It's just kind of like a fuck you to standard should be this way, should be that way. It just kind of became like it's just part of the sound of it, you know. It's kind of like gutturals. You love it or you hate it. Like,
I was gonna say I had my answer, but I want to hear your guys' first.
Yeah,
I'm already trying to fucking cut off people. Sorry.
No, you're good, dude.
No.
But yeah, no, it's just one of those things where, like, I mean, even when I was listening to just straight death metal, I didn't even like Disgorge at first. I heard Disgorge before I was exposed to it later. I didn't even like it because the vocals. So it's like that took time to really get into, and I think it's of a similar caliber of obscurity for someone to kind of get into, and that's why it's very niche, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. But even within brutal death metal, like there's like the kind of the range of like the super compressed, like say like Effigy, like Scott, you know, like Scott Burns, like super, you know, sick, like all, but it's all compressed kind of thing, or like Blasphemy Made Flesh, like Cryptopsy, that snare's pretty open, you know, for that, even for that style of like whatever technical death metal or whatever the fuck, you know, doesn't matter, whatever, or it's not slam, you know. I wouldn't call it Cryptopsy slam, you know. So like, but that snare sound, that's like kind of that when I think of like an open snare, like ringy snare in like death metal, like brutal death metal, I think of Cryptopsy's that first one.
Well, you guys know Inherent Disease, right? Like Visceral Transcendence. That's a fucking
for sure, dude.
He doesn't even have the like snare wires on. Shout out to Dan Osborne. But
really?
That record's sick.
It's fucking badass.
I know that's been Joseph's favorite Inherit since we had Obi on.
It's the most alien-y fucking like it matches the cover. It's just I love that shit, dude.
I could tell like, that Joseph's got something to say about the ping snare too.
Joseph's like
yeah, no, Cryptopsy is the right way to go back, and then I think Devourment introduced like the piccolo.
Dude, I was totally gonna say Molesting the Dead is the fucking perfect example for me. What I'm talking about is that sound.
Yeah, I think it came from that, and it kind of like combined the two. It had like the ringy pingy thing, and then it also was like super. It's actually a very controlled sounding record, which is why it's such a classic. Is it was able to get that like Scott Burns type thing in slam. So it was kind of the merging of them too. And then I think since then it's gotten like so bombastic, but I don't know. There's something I think there's just room in the mix for like snare, because you wouldn't use that in like a lot of bands because it would just get in the way having overtones. But with like everything's so chunky and slow and underneath, it's like there's so much room for it.
You just said what I was gonna say is that how the snare stays prominent in the mix is having that type of snare, that ping, because there's so much abrasive,
it's like
so much brutality in it, to be able for things to cut. You need that type of snare.
Have you guys been to like one of a live show where like there's a good sound guy or the snare mic is sent through a triggered channel and it like sets off the reverb at the right places for like a super reverb snare?
What if Lars was like influenced by slam?
He's like,
yeah.
Sorry.
Man. I just brought up that live thing because I've seen a few bands like Brand of Sacrifice where they pull it off, and it's like the sickest thing you can do with a snare, I swear, is like keep it all nice and tight, and then just it opens up, and it's like a second instrument you suddenly introduce to what you're doing.
Especially with the rim shots, dude. The rim shots, and they got that reverb on them. Like
it's like Suffocation, like clarity, clang. Through Deborah. It's like the perfect spot for it.
Absolutely.
It's that Saint Anger slam, dude.
Fuck Saint Anger.
All right. You got me on the snare weeds. I'll pull back.
Nah, dude, this is what I wanted.
That's cool,
love
dude.
that. I that's what I wanted to open up because I wanted it. I'm with two drummers now, and
but Putridity is
and Niko.
Like, that Putridity is the craziest. I still think Putridity is the craziest band.
So, okay, funny
Right.
thing is that I was talking, I'm pretty tight with Chichio, so I was talking with him back in those days when I was writing that song. He actually sent me the guitar pros to the original songs, and he put toms in the guitar pro where he put his vocals. So when it was like, it was like boom, 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 boom. And that's how he programmed his vocal patterns. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. What the fuck? Yeah, dude.
Stands
So
out.
yeah, man, it's fucking cool.
You didn't
man.
do
Yeah,
it with
so-
like a saxophone or something.
yeah.
That's like that's like how all the rock songs are done.
Dude, oh my god, so many just like dumb drunk nights of like changing the instruments in Guitar Pro to like the saxophone and like fretless bass and turning the tuning all the way up to E standard, listening to your music in like a whole new light, dude. Like
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
we're at a good point, Nico, where I want to take it back. I want to go into your art past, dude.
Okay.
I know we're getting up onto. I'm being inquisitive on Iniquitous right now, and but we're gonna sidestep that because I really want to know that I'm thinking that art started at the same time for you when you with music.
So art actually kind of came a lot later. So I can just kind of explain the rest because there's not much after that. We have like a full length in the EP thing, and then that's kind of where the
Okay,
art
then let's
started.
just
So
we'll finish that one out, and then we can get into that. I'm just
okay.
I'm very I'm just I want to get into your art side too, dude. So I don't
Yeah,
know
for
when
sure,
we
dude.
switch it back, but yeah, I want to get into that too.
Yeah, so I'll just start summing it up more. So basically, yeah, we started up Iniquitous. We contact Mike Simon, who does all the instruments in Cerebral Engorgement. Shout out to him. And this is right when we were getting really into Cranial Impalement by Disgorge, just even nastier,
Still the most
crazier
brutal
shit.
record of all time.
Absolutely, dude. I listen to that shit all the time.
Yeah.
So he has that style of vocal, which we didn't like at first, but because we got so far into Brutal Death together, we actually learned to like it. So he tried out, we found that sound, and we were like, okay, that's it. And then we recorded the EP. And then we went and played our first show ever, my first show ever. Wes and Matt had already played shows. That was my first show. It was with Logistic Slaughter. Shout out to Mike and all them. They were on here. I watched that one. Yep. They were headlining it. We played at Dude's Garage. They mentioned Dude's Garage. That was our first show. I do
remember
ever.
that, dude. Yeah, that's a very unique and cool name, Dude's Garage.
Yep. So we played that show, dude. And a quick little side story with that is I had this like setup with a Sonic Maximizer and Decimator Pro Rec G. And my fucking yeah, dude, and my Buchera and like fancy amp shit. I get up on stage and the fucking amp breaks. My first show ever. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And Mike Flory came through with his XXX fucking PV, slammed it on top of my fucking amp. Was like, all right, dude, like here, just like play out of my amp. I was like, thank you, dude.
Yes.
and yeah, we did the show, so that was awesome. And we had our EP on. We burned discs and put. You remember the printout little white paper for the burn discs? You could like print your stuff on it.
Yep.
So we made 100 of those and just put them on top with the Iniquitous Deeds logo. Handed them out to everybody for free. Just we wanted to get our music out there. And then a guy by the name of Cameron Almasi a week later hits up Dan Osborne of New Standard Elite. And this is when he's starting his label. There's only about 4 or 5 bands on it. And then he contacts us. Shout out Dan Osborne. And so he contacts us and is like, yeah, I want to sign you guys and I want to release this demo as an EP. So that's basically how the EP happened. It's just absolutely incredible. Super grateful for that. And yeah, so at that point, basically things didn't work out with our bass player at the time. And so that's when Chris came into the picture. And Chris Stratton, shout out to him. He came to the show. We played with Inherit Disease, Fallujah, a couple other bands. I can't remember, but this is at the Red House in Walnut Creek. And so he came out to
2 sick bands right there.
Yeah, dude, it was a crazy lineup. So he came out to check out the show looking for a band to join. And a week later after that show is when we parted ways with our bassist and we started looking for one. So he hit us up. And that was, again, a week later. And then he ends up being in the band because me and Matt talked to him and saw his tryout video. And we're like, yeah, dude, like, he's sick. We need him.
Yeah.
So that's when Chris joined in. And yeah, and then Mike, we call him Geik. That's his nickname. That's we call him Geik. So Geik is still in the band, and yeah, we got Chris, and then we gear up for the Incessant Hallucinations record, and that shit, dude, like 85% of that I would say is written purely on Guitar Pro. Like maybe 15% of that was actually, like, I'd say the slams and some other parts like that were written on real guitar, but all the rest of it was. This is when I was much more advanced with Guitar Pro, thanks to Matt, training me on that.
Yeah.
And so basically,
a lot less red.
Yeah, a lot less red. And I had some exposure to drumming. Like, I drum a little bit. He kind of showed me some things, so I kind of understood the mechanics of it. So I would contribute drum ideas, he'd contribute guitar ideas, and we were able to do that through Guitar Pro, which was pretty amazing.
Right, that was something that you didn't have in Power Tab, was drums and all that kind of stuff, right?
Exactly. Yep. So yeah, just programming that, and then we recorded that, and that was like that was a huge accomplishment. That made me a better guitar player because I sat down and started to learn the shit I was writing on the keyboard, and I was like, fuck, dude, like, this is hard. And yeah, so that's basically how Incessant happened. And then we did that tour for the release of that with Disentomb, Cerebral Fusion, Delusional Parasitosis, us, and Embodied Torment, and that was fucking stacked, dude. That was such a sick tour, man.
So there's two bits of lore that we need follow up on.
Let's hear it.
First, is it true that Cerebral Effusion listened to only brutal death metal in their van for the whole 5 weeks?
Wait, is this the band that we recently talked about?
Yeah. Oh, dude, shout out to those guys. That's one of my favorite bands ever, dude. Cerebral Fusion. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the case. I remember Matt telling me that. So I wasn't in their van. We had our own van. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the case. Yes.
I would love for those dudes to get off the tour and go home and like listen to get Lady Gaga or something.
Yeah, put on some Pink Floyd.
They just couldn't. They just couldn't do it. They've been fighting it the whole tour. Like, something else, dude. But none of them want to none of them want to just like give in. So it's just like brutal death metal the whole time, dude.
Yep.
I can fall asleep to brutal death metal though.
Oh yeah. The second bit of lore is I remember at the Sax show, someone from the stage during one of the sets, I forget which band, maybe it was you guys, I don't know, but being like, shout out to Cerebral Fusion, those dudes love to masturbate. Do you remember that?
Was that Geik? I can't remember. I think it might have been. I don't know. But
because I brought that up. I brought that up already here. So
what it is Cosme, the bassist. I love that dude. He barely speaks any English, but he's like, yeah, great.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I just remember Sacramento.
Yeah. Yeah. So the entire tour, the running joke was like, oh, we love to masturbate. That was like his whole act, dude. So we were just high off that, dude.
Very
so
exciting,
funny, yeah. So that might have been Mike. That might have been Mike, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you guys just being like, shout out Cerebral Fusion, those dudes love to masturbate.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. I love those dudes, man. Like, everybody on that tour was just awesome individuals, man. That was a really good time.
I brought some normies to that show. I mean, they were like hip people, but they had never seen that kind of show. And like, I remember when like the fucking like Chug Slam started, and they just looked at me and they're like, "Oh yeah, dude!" Like the pit started, and they like fully
can understand this.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think that groove. There's certain grooves that you don't have. It translates throughout all languages. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna feel it no matter if you're into it or not. It's just gonna grab you.
Absolutely. And then the tour after that, this is like worth absolute just. I am so grateful for this, man. When we did the Defeated Sanity, Iniquitous Savagery, Iniquitous Deeds tour, that was a life-changing thing, man. I mean, that I got to know Lila pretty well over the internet before that, but just meeting up with those guys and touring with them, getting to know them, and becoming like lifelong homies through that experience, as well as Iniquitous Savagery. Shout out to both those guys, every member of the band.
No doubt.
That was I mean, dude, for us, that was 47 days long because we drove our van, we backlined it, and we carried half a Defeated Sanity merch, and we busted around Iniquitous Savagery in our van, and we had to drive from California to I think Maine, and then start the tour on the East Coast, do the entire U.S. tour, ends in Philly, and then drive all the way back to California. So there was and this was in January. It was a winter tour, and so 47 days. That was brutal, but again, 100% worth it. Even though there were some stressful times, how it always is in touring, it was 100% worth it. That's like I'll never forget those memories, dude.
What year was
huge
that?
Shout out. That was 2016, I believe.
Was that Josh? Was that him touring with them?
Yeah,
Josh Welshman. Was that his first or second tour, maybe?
It was there was like I think it was like a 2-parter because they did the first one, and then it was 2 months in between that, and then they did the second one. Yeah, because they did Carnivore Dyspropus was on that tour on the first one, and then we picked
I saw
up on
that
the
part of it. Yeah,
yeah,
I saw Josh's first show ever with the
dude, that's when he was first getting involved with them and shit. So that was really fucking cool, and got to get really tight with those guys. Me and Christian, we were like whiskey buddies, so we were drinking whiskey all the time. I got to know him really well.
Dude, that's what it's all about, dude. I mean, we're now you're almost a decade past that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about my early tours and all that kind of shit. Yeah, in the moment, dude, for an underground death metal band to try and tour the United States, money is fucking tough the whole fucking time. Promoters
you throw up the tour.
Promoters are fucking shoddy, and venues are shoddy, and you're dealing with this new situation every single night, and there's one thing about it that keeps us tethered to it while we're doing it, which is that we're all in it together. So everything that we're experiencing it together as a tour package, right?
Right.
And we're showing up and seeing the same familiar faces every single night, so you naturally are socially connected to these people because we're all experiencing the same thing. We're all seeing each other the same, at the same times and whatever. And it doesn't matter at all for me now if I was, in the negative, neutral, or positive when it came to finances, because I got through it, and now here I am today, perfectly fine, not even scathed from it. So what do I have from those situations is the fucking awesome times that I had with all the rad dudes that I've met that are still friends of mine to this day. That money's gone, but those dudes are still in my life.
Yep.
And so I don't give a fuck all the bullshit that I went through. I may have gotten pissy about not being able to fucking get dinner at the time that I wanted it, but I don't remember those times as much as I do all the sick times that I had with these dudes, So that's my 2 cents on that. Underground death metal isn't about the fucking money. It never has been. It's always about the passion, the art, and the homies, dude. That's it.
Yep. Well said, dude.
Boom.
Yeah. I mean, and then it's like, with Lilla, like our thing is like, he's super goofy, man. Like we love Beavis and Butthead. From the very beginning, I was like, hey, how's it going, dumbass? And just like we hit it off ever since, dude. Like,
yeah, that's what's up, dude.
But obviously musically too, we dig each other's bands. Like I fucking Defeated Sanity, dude. Jesus Christ, huge influence. But yeah, I'm very grateful for the minimal tours I've been on. So, so that kind of. And to close it out, yes, we're still a band. I know it's been fucking years. We have Sasha actually mentioned, shout out to Sasha on the last episode, how Matt loves to delete music, right? So I'm kind of in that camp, not as extreme as him, but we've had like Iniquitous Deeds 2.5 album at some point. And we kind of like discovered a new style that we really like, especially with I'm playing more on the guitar than I'm programming on Guitar Pro, so it's a lot more jammy. But we finally have come up with like the weirdest, catchiest, heaviest thing me and him have both ever created, and I couldn't be more stoked about it. So yes, we're still a band. Yes, there is an album fully written, and we are basically perfecting all of our parts right now. And yeah, Obi should be sending us some scratch vocals over some demo scratch track stuff soon here. So
shout out Obi Flat.
Yeah,
the big
Obi
homie,
Flat.
dude.
Hell yeah, dude. So yeah, so I just wanted to throw that out there that we are working on that. I know it's been forever. I've moved like 2 times. Matt's in, all these big bands now, and obviously I'm taking on the artwork thing as well. So like it's just been a crazy last 5-6 years for this whole thing, but we're finally kind of stabilizing and getting things really going, because I can't tell you guys how much I believe in this material. Like I've never been so high off of music, just because me and him have been we've been going back and forth on this album so hardcore for the last, I don't fucking know, since the last record, which was 2015, almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited, and to everybody who's waiting, I hope it's worth the wait. So
totally, dude. And saying about the high of creating something, and when things are working and you're just like, yes, my ideas are coming to fruition, there's no other better feeling,
Oh, absolutely,
dude. Speaking on that, like, I was at the studio with Dave last week when I called him.
Let's hear about that a little bit.
Yeah, dude.
So he got the edited drums back to me 2 days ago on Tuesday, and my job is to go back through the MIDI kick and like program my kick parts in light of how they, the rest of it was recorded. So I did that yesterday, which was like super fucking fun, because you're just like listening to yourself all in detail. And you're like, holy shit, it sounds so good, like perfectly recorded. But then you still have the creative, like, oh, this could be like triplet eighths, or it could be 16th, all that stuff too. And so it's like cool to be like, how realistic or fake do I want to make it sound? Because you can just make it super. Yeah. So that was like yesterday. And then I've just been listening to the demos all fucking day. And
fuck yeah,
it's
dude.
just so fun to walk around, listen. And I don't even have the vocals yet. Like the vocals, I still haven't even heard. Josh is done with them, but they're not in the material I have access to yet. So it's still like more surprises ahead. But yeah, it's been fun. There's like a very cool saxophone solo on this Lucy record. Like, one of the sickest sax solos.
Sax solo? Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Did
oh,
you?
yeah.
That's awesome.
Was it you?
No, I didn't play it.
I was going to say, Joseph's a good saxophone player. Side
it's
note.
From, it's the guy that they worked with in the Ashvata record 5 years ago. He's back, so it's rad.
Okay, so I'm going to break you open real quick, Joseph. Now you're going to tell us the point during your session where you were like, oh, fuck. The most anxiety you felt, like there was a part or something that you couldn't get through, or
recording the first song was the hardest. We picked the hardest song right away because it was the one we've been playing live, and like I knew it was hard, but I didn't quite know how hard each song would be. But I just thought, oh, I've been playing this one live, so I'm ready for it. But it turns out it's the hardest. It has all these really extended like traditional blast sections at like 264. And I just couldn't really get through it, so we had to like break it up. And then once we got past that song, that was day 2. So then we had 3 days left to do 9 more songs. So we just did 3 songs a day, and then we were done by like 6 o'clock Friday, and everything was good.
So that was like the biggest hurdle, was that first song?
Yeah, the first song took like way longer, and then everything else. That was like the bleed of the record. I don't know. People talk about
the final boss of the album.
How like Thomas Hawk said he spent more time on Bleed than the rest of Obson, just that one song.
Yeah. Were you feeling nervous?
Well, Jedi's gone, so I can say that Bleed definitely. You can realize why it took so long when you listen to it.
Was I nervous?
Sick, dude.
Yeah, Joe, just for you nervous?
I was definitely stressed. Like I had a little like stress breakout, like stuff that happens like when I get stressed, like I started to feel it. But like I kept it cool because I had like over a year on this material, and I'm just like, dude, I just want to get this fucking over with, like, you know. So that felt good, and it's purged, and now we're gonna play like I think 4 or 5 new songs on this upcoming tour. So that's when you were talking about getting stoked on like touring, and Anthony, like what you brought back, like I don't know how much you remember that like feeling of like, oh shit, like the record's not even out and we're gonna go play the live stuff, and then there'll be like 1 single, 2 singles out, and then we can play those songs and be like,
that was
you guys
all
heard
of
this
bloodletting for us. We were playing
Yeah.
like half our set was cryptic material before it dropped.
Exactly. So that's what I'm stoked about, is like going to play these songs. And I like the whole rest of the Lucy set was written before I joined, so I rewrote those parts to my own, but now it's like this is like nothing but me on these songs. So
That's sick, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Well, we're super proud of you, Professor, dude. I'm just watching this happen during us making this show, dude. It's always giving me a smile when you got a new gig or you're going out on a new tour, you know. You're like, I don't know. I since we've been doing this for so long, I'm like, oh, dude, anytime fucking the professor gets some shit, I'm fucking front row and center, dude. Let's go, you know.
I know. There's a lot of people where I'm like psyching on them hearing it, and Anthony, you're one of the people I'm most excited to get to listen to. So.
Oh, dude, I appreciate it, and most definitely will listen with open ears. You know, I have a wide range of stuff that I listen to, so you know I can really vibe on it. Especially, side note, again, I know I'm taking it deep into the weeds, but you guys, we just had Cameron Argon a few weeks ago too. I don't, maybe over a month ago. I can't remember when he was on. We've been in touch since then, and he gave me access to the new Disfiguring the Goddess record, and I rarely connect with albums this deeply lately in my life. You know, I mean, I'm sure they're all out there, and having the time to really listen to it, being in the right mood for it, all those things have to be in place for you to make this kind of connection. And I know what it feels like to connect with albums this deeply, and I'm having one of those things with the new Disfiguring the Goddess record. And I just want to say shout out once again Cameron Argon for writing something that if in the right hands, I think will be blowing up this year and next year, dude. It is the perfect blend of so many things that I love, and he does it in a way that like I've never heard anybody blend these things this well. So I'm just saying, look out for the new Disfiguring the Goddess, because it is a wow factor for me. And I've been a fan of Disfiguring since the beginning. And I know that once you listen to this record, you're going to be like, okay, this is different than everything else that Disfiguring has done. But be open and just let it saturate, let it marinate with you. And I'm sure you're gonna have a fun experience, because I can't stop fucking listening to it, dude. It doesn't even have a release date right now, but I'm infatuated with this album.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. I
shout out Cameron.
Also want to shout out Cameron. I can't wait to hear that. And I also want you, Casey, and you, Niko, to hear the new Lucy record. I just brought up Anthony because he's right there, but so are you guys. So
you know, I got the right ears, because I'll really put myself. If somebody, especially with somebody like you, Professor, if you were to come to me and say, hey, listen to this front to back before, and really let it sit and listen, and really just do nothing else but put yourself in that, I'm the guy, dude, because that's still how I love listening to music. One, and two, discovering new music is so hard for me now to make that connection that I'm talking about right now. I want to find it. I still want to. It's making me hungry to find that connection again. I'm getting high off of music again.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just end the
yeah.
podcast, and I'll send you guys the demos. I can cut to the chase here.
Well, on that
I'm
note,
kidding.
I gotta take a piss really bad. So
Do it,
Go
dude.
for it.
Alright.
No, I got something to share real fast. So take a piss and
okay.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Casey will do his
We'll
thing.
continue.
Yep.
So I just like
Don't
to
worry.
shout out to Sharon and Jared's wedding where Anthony, Joel, and I got to reconnect. You guys see this picture?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
dude.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. We had so much fun
Took
this
Anthony's
weekend,
time.
dude. Look at how
Yeah.
much shorter I am compared to these guys. And Joseph, if you were on my right or my left right now,
Yeah,
you would probably be. Are you and Joel the same height?
he's like an inch taller than me. I'm like 6'1".
Yeah, dude. So I'm the shortest, but dude,
Oh,
yeah.
dude, for sure.
This was such an awesome weekend. Let's do a little recap real quick. So, this is down near Santa Cruz in a town called Felton. It's a place called Roaring Camps, and
Roaring Camps. That's what it was.
Roaring, yeah, dude.
Roaring Camps.
and
The
I-
choo-choo train and shit, dude.
Yeah, dude. So there's a train that I
Steam engine.
I wish I paid attention more to the history of the thing.
Dude, we thought we were gonna have to like take a test. We're like, there's so
No, James made us think we were gonna have to take a test. And he's like, "Have you guys been paying attention?" Because he said we were gonna take a test. And I was like, "Wait,
Yeah.
what the fuck?" But anyways, dude. So what you see behind us is like a setup, like an old west fucking railroad town right around.
So why were we there? This is for Shara and Jared's wedding. Jared
Yes.
from Archaic. And
Jared Christensen from Archaic, the vocalist of Archaic, he got married this last weekend to our friend Shara Dixon, now
Shout out,
Shara Christensen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
little side note, we've known Shara before we knew Jared.
The whole furniture dome place that we lived at and jammed, like Decrepit Birth used to jam there, Odious used to jam there, and all that.
Yeah.
Sharon actually lived there after us for even longer than we lived there.
Yeah.
And so that, and yeah, I drove by it like when I was visiting last week. It was pretty funny.
We all gave our respects, dude.
Yeah.
This is the thing. There's 3 domes. There's the Thunderdome, the Furniture Dome, and the Lumber Dome.
The Lumber Dome is where we stayed.
That's the current dome.
Yeah, my girlfriend and I.
So Shara took over the second dome after Odious moved out. So, anyways, that's the long history with Shara, and Jared going on tour with me, ends up moving up to Santa Cruz, hanging with the Santa Cruz crew. Odious makes friends with Joel, all the shit. Meets Shara. They get together, and boom, here we are today. We're having a rad wedding at Roaring Camps, which was sick shit, dude. Yeah, we had so much fun. It was the perfect wedding. I got to see Casey and Joel, got to meet Lauren, got to meet Osa. So much cool shit, dude.
Good times.
And we missed you, Joseph. We talked about you a lot that night, dude. We were like, "Oh, dude,
nice.
the CDP is not complete."
Yep.
Mike Gilbert.
What up?
Gilbert in the chat. What up, dude?
Shout out. We're back. We got
all right. Niko's back.
Dude, I gotta say, Mike Gilbert, I don't know if you remember, but I was messaging you about I was having trouble with my Decimator Pro Rack G, and you were telling me to get like some Y splitter or some other thing. But thanks for helping me with that like 10 years ago.
If you Gilbert's the guy. If you want to talk,
hell
to you,
yeah, dude.
He'll set you right.
I think we have the same amp.
I was just gonna say, all right, one more time. Congratulations, Jared and Shara. We love you guys. All right. Now back to Niko.
We got a bunch of pictures. So how do we want to get the art thing?
Oh yeah. Let's
so
start the art talk, dude. This is something that I've been really
the professor has control of the art, so we're gonna list a lot of cool stuff.
But first, before we get into any pictures, I want the origins of it. Like what?
So that's kind of why I put some of those in there.
And all that shit. Yeah.
So that's why I kind of put some of those in there. So this whole thing is like a surprise to myself, man, because when I was growing up, my brother was actually the artist, and I ended up going down the music path. Anything I would draw would just be like stick figures, So that was very demotivating on any kind of art. My art was like the music, right? And so in about I think 2014, I got a lizard, blue tongue skink actually, by the name of
Nice.
George.
Hell
And
yeah.
I followed this to there he is right there. Yep.
Dude.
That fat little fucking skunk. They're not skunk, skink. That's the fucking species. Yep. So I got him, and yeah, I built this lizard cage that's all out of styrofoam right there. I followed this tutorial on YouTube, lizard landscapes. And so I made this like little custom cage for him with styrofoam grout and some pet friendly like sealant. And I didn't think anything of it, like if it was art or anything. So I made that thing, and in about 2016, I made friends. Well, he was always a friend, but we kind of got closer. Shout out to Brent Isaldi, really good guitar player. We started hanging out, and he came over and he saw that, and then he saw my I have like H.R. Geiger posters everywhere and stuff. And he's like, dude, you'd really like love my friend Aaron. And Aaron Lee, shout out to him. He did the Evulse, if you guys know Evulse, their album artwork. So he came in and he saw that, and I've never really had like artist friends. It's always been musicians, right? So he saw that, and I was like, yeah, I guess it's the only thing like art related I've ever done. He's just like, dude, like you should do more of this. And I'm like, yeah, I just can't really draw, dude. And he's like, no, like you should pick up a physical medium because you can do this. And it's like a butterfly effect, dude. Like that one day with that one person just kind of like it flipped a switch, if that makes sense. And so those two guys, Aaron and Brent, they were super vital for my path because they basically patted me on the back, encouraged me, helped teach me stuff about artwork. And I started dabbling with painting little 3D printed predators and aliens. And then I got like air dry clay and started stamping like xenomorph heads into it, making ashtrays. And it just kind of like took off from there. Oh yeah, that's a little bit more down the line, but yeah, that's an alien piece I did. And
okay.
You're good.
So I got a quick question for you, Niko.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's up, bro?
You gotta show me your tattoos, dude.
Yeah, dude, I got Geiger all over my left arm, dude.
Oh, it's Giger. It's not Giger.
You want me to? Did I just say? I said it wrong.
American Geiger.
I did say Geiger wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I
and Anthony's always the one who's like Giger, dude.
I'm always the one who. Come on. Because maybe I'm traumatized by how many fucking arguments I have with you guys about it that I fucking just.
I don't even know
my brain, dude.
And he's like, I don't even know like how to produce. I don't like pronounce those.
All right, I'm gonna get super naked right now.
Oh, you're gonna get naked, dude?
Yeah, I'm gonna get naked right now. Because you got to see the top of it.
Yeah.
Because the top of it is from.
Naked. Look at him, dude. Dude, we're gonna get banned from
community guidelines.
Oh my god, that shoulder.
Wait, let me turn this.
Okay, screen, Anthony, right here. Yeah.
Oh shit! Hell yeah, dude.
Eager.
That's all.
Got the titties right there.
So I basically all the characters from this. Let me bring it. It's she and him are from Giger paintings, but this guy right here is actually the head is freehand.
Nice.
And then the body is taken from another painting. Then let's see what else is. Back here. Wait, nope. I can't. I gotta show her this way.
Cali Death OnlyFans.
So that's her booty right there. She creeps around.
Nice. Yeah. I recognize.
She comes around here. This vagina is from a Giger painting.
Oh yeah.
This dude. That dude right there.
Oh yeah. Yep. Damn, dude. I didn't know you had all this. That's fucking sick.
That guy right there. And
then, just leave this on the whole time. This comment
right there.
The rest of the episode should just be.
He's from.
All right, showing our tattoos.
Yep, that's from a Giger.
Yep, nice. Dude, the fucking babies.
That's from a Giger.
Yep.
From a Giger. It's all. Check out that nipple.
Oh fuck.
But yeah, no, that's all. So I basically was like, here's a bunch of my, because I own the Necronomicon and Necronomicon
Nice.
2. I actually
yeah,
have Necronomicon
Nice.
1 is signed by him.
What?
Yeah, dude.
That's worth a lot of money.
I know what's up, dude. Okay,
Yeah,
so
dude.
I made sure everything was legit about it. I didn't
Fuck
get
yeah,
it from
dude.
him, but I made sure that his signature was all, and he even did a little doodle of
That's
a character
sick.
above his autograph and shit.
Damn, dude.
That's a cherished book in my
Yeah.
collection, dude. But I always would flip through those books. I even had the same over my head was a gigantic like 3x5 fucking Giger piece, dude.
Yeah, I have a
you know?
poster like right where behind my guitars right here.
Yeah. He was he was the first biomech like evil.
Yeah, he created
dark
biomech,
guy
dude.
that I got into,
Yeah.
you know. And I
Absolutely
fucking loved
insane.
it for so long, dude. I still cherish all his books. I'll never get rid of them because his
Fuck yeah.
art, his red stage is so sick, dude.
Yeah, dude. And even some of the green stuff he did was very fucking interesting.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I know what's up with art, dude. And I was an artist myself, and yeah, dude.
Yep. This is on. There's the alien queen right there.
So, but
Predator.
where you blew my mind tonight, dude. I was literally waiting for you to be like, yeah, dude, I used to doodle when I was 6, but no, it was a fucking lizard.
Yeah, it was a lizard cage that, it sparked it all, you know. But yeah, dude, check this is all
so
Zig
rad,
ink,
dude.
by the way. That's all John Zig.
No shit, dude.
Right there. I got the face hugger like that. I got the xenomorph's hand right here, like the hand reaching
he did
over.
a good job. That's fucking
dude. And then I have a guitar.
That whole arm is Zig.
Right
sick.
Yeah, all my tattoos are Zig. So there's that, and then where is it? There's a like dead face hugger.
Sick.
Yep.
I'm gonna die with a Zig tattoo on my body. That's what
dude.
I told myself.
Zig is the man. Shout out John Zig.
When
bro.
I die, my corpse will have a Zig tattoo on it. That's my goal.
Hell yeah,
man.
You
know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Even if it's Zig a bungle tattoo, even if I get Zig to do a bungle tattoo on me, dude, it's still gonna be a Zig, right?
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
I actually would love to put Zig in a position where he is totally doing something opposite of everything that everybody thinks he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I want to put him in a position where he's uncomfortable and then tattoo me.
Mm-hmm.
I really, actually, truly, now it's going to be on my right butt cheek. And it's already done.
And he's going to be like, get the hell out of my shop.
Nah, dude. He's going to have to shave it and everything, dude. He's going to
Yeah, dude. Oh my fucking god.
No, but for real, aside from the butt thing, that was a joke. But the serious thing is, I would love to put Zig in a position where he's tatting something that he doesn't normally do, and then have that on me.
Yeah.
You know. All right.
Definitely, man.
It. All right. You guys don't want to entertain this conversation anymore. I can see I'm further into the weeds than you guys are.
So it's relevant. It's relevant.
I just have I'm looking at all the stuff to show. I'm waiting for which we'll get discussed first.
Yeah, so the reason I shared that like lizard cage thing is because that's what like I said, Aaron, my friend, he saw that and saw potential, I guess, in me and kind of like awakened that. And so I'm forever in debt to him and Brent for getting me on this path. And so, I just went crazy from there. I mean, when you had Obi on, he was talking about it when I moved down to Ventura, Santa Barbara area, and I was working with him, and I was in the dumpsters there, grabbing conduit and boards and fucking tubing and hot gluing it all together. Like that's right when I was diving headfirst into artwork, was down there in SoCal with Obi. And so that it just became an addiction, man. It's insane. Like I never thought I was capable of doing something like this, and it's all very much curtailed to the stuff I'm into. I've been into horror movies and Giger and shit, like appreciated art before that, but it's just been like, nah, I'm never gonna be able to do that, you know. So it just opened a whole new fucking door, man. And like, you know, and there's a lot of pieces that happen. So one of them was that you can pull up that alien sculpture now that Stan Winston that shared. So that one was a big deal for me because that was like my first caricature, like an alien that I sculpted, and I entered a creature painting contest. And so basically, I didn't win or anything, but they feature some of the contestants on their website. And if you guys aren't familiar with who Stan Winston School is and the whole thing with that, they were the special effects crew that literally engineered the shit for like Aliens, Predator, Terminator, like all those big fucking movies.
That is so incredible.
Dude, when they shared this shit, I fucking about fainted. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, there's like thousands of entries. Like,
wow.
You guys fucking shared my shit. So that was like a huge moment, man. And so, yeah, this was yeah.
So you did this right here?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, any audio listeners need to go to the YouTube and check this out. Insanely fucking rad. 2 hours into the episode, pretty much on the dot. So check it out and check out this. We're actually going to go through a lot of his art that he's done, but describe how you did this, what's going on, because we have a lot of audio listeners who don't watch the YouTube. True. So we want people to see your visual, like, especially on this kind of episode. So explain. This is fucking incredible, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
What are we looking at exactly?
So you're looking at a clay sculpture that I made. So it's all three. Everything I usually do is physical art. So I do sculpture. Some would call it like special effects, right? So this is actually made out of clay. It's a xenomorph, kind of coming out of like a mandible-like little egg sac, thing in a frame. So it's a physical sculpture, so basically all just starts with clay. Polymer clay is what I use. And, you can bake it and then work on it, which is an essential part of creating something like this, because you can work in layers, which is amazing.
What do you use to scrape layers off?
So I forget the name of the tool, but it's like a wire tool. So it's kind of like wood carving where you need to like carve out, right? Is that what you're talking about? Like
yeah. So you're saying you bake a certain amount of clay and then you scrape off and
no. So polymer clay is it's a clay it's a bakeable clay. So you basically sculpt out what you want and then you bake it. Yeah, you bake it to solidify it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll like roll up the little veins, or I'll like sculpt the mandibles, those little claws around it ahead of time. Yeah. So it's a pretty in-depth. This guy right here took me about, I don't know, a month and a half, almost 2 months.
Do you use like tubes or something for like those
yeah, so the conduit out there is that's just like that's like conduit plastic tubing you can get from Home Depot. Right. So I'm kind of like I'm mixing mediums in a way, if that makes sense.
How do you?
No, that's sick, dude.
Do you use like spray kind of paints and stuff, or like
what's that?
Do you like use like spray paint things on it and stuff? Air paint.
So it's mostly all acrylics, and it's a mixture of washes, which is really watered down paint, brush and airbrush. I airbrush a lot of my stuff too.
Airbrush. That's the word I was looking for.
That's the one. Yeah, dude. So this right here was a big deal for me, so that was a really big fucking crazy.
So do we have a picture of the first piece that you were willing to show other people?
A first piece I was willing to show other people. Let me think. I mean, I have this right here. Actually, I can pull this.
Because I remember I was on board with like when I first started seeing your shit, it was light switch covers and cell phone covers,
cell phone cases. Yeah. I mean, I have a whole bunch of stuff, man. I wasn't about to just send you guys everything,
No, for sure, dude.
But
for sure,
this right here is actually where it all started. So this is actually my first little clay ashtray where I took a xenomorph head and a face hugger toy, and I just kind of like stamped it in clay. I wasn't really even sculpting at the time. This is just, I've held on to this. This is just my first instance of doing anything like that, So
that's cool, dude. Save that, dude, because you'll be able to sell that when you realize you're a starving artist.
Like $10
retirement, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, fuck, man. So, let's see here. So, then I got to tell you guys about the whole Cannibal Corpse thing. I'm sure.
Yeah, dude, I wanted to get into
curious
that
about
too.
that.
So I want to know what built up to it, how you came in contact with them, and all that shit.
So basically, it was butter. Yeah, there we go. So I'll get to that. But
we'll come back to that.
Yeah. So basically, I like to call it just the butterfly effect. I fucking one mouse click. I added Rob Barrett on Facebook, just straight up.
Yeah.
I added Rob Barrett, not expecting anything. I was like, all right, it's Cannibal Corpse guitarist. I'm not gonna be hurt if he doesn't accept it. He's like 10,000 people trying to add him. So he accepts my friend request, and then this is right around when I started doing my first skinned faces, like my own version of them. And so he started liking all these pictures of my art, like just right off the bat. And I was like, what? Like you're like looking at me?
You're
like
paying attention to me?
What? Like, holy shit, dude. So I basically thanks, Ian. I basically messaged him and I said, hey, dude, I noticed, you were liking a bunch of my artwork. Like, that means the world to me. Like, you're a fucking god. Like, can I send you a light switch plate or something, like, just to pay respects, to one of the fucking guitar gods, like Cannibal Corpse,
Right.
And he was like, oh yeah, dude, that would be sweet. It's like, let me see if it fits in the jam room. And I'm like, the Cannibal jam room? What? Yeah, dude. I'm like, okay. And so he goes to the jam room and sends me a picture of their light switch plate. And it's the 2 gang one. He's like, oh, and I only had the 1 gang one. And it was like, oh yeah, it doesn't fit. So let me know if you have some more in stock in this. And I'm like, do you guys want a custom Cannibal Corpse light switch? Maybe?
Yeah.
And he's like, you're willing to do that for us? I'm like, fuck yeah, I am. Are you kidding me, dude?
Of course, dude.
And so now you can pull up that picture. So I made him this light switch plate. And the picture on the right, that's actually in the space in Florida. That's in the Cannibal Jam Room right there.
I love that the light switch, they just had to go over it. They said, fuck it.
It's all ghetto in there, dude. Yeah. Yep. So I actually
it's like, get down. Slow nights. It was like,
yeah.
Older top, whatever songs.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
So I actually, if you look at the bottom left one, I really wanted to base this off of like an album, especially an album like Rob was on, right? So I went for the Vile Eye, and if you could see the metal bars prying open the eye right there, and then the maggots.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to do like my own little interpretation of some kind of vile shit, and then the CC right there, right? So
that's fucking brilliant, dude.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that if there were to be any switch on or cover on a switch that was in a Cannibal rehearsal studio, that would be it, dude.
Fuck yeah, thanks, man.
No, like I'm getting so many horror movie vibes right now.
Yep.
I'm getting Hellraiser up in there.
Yeah. Yeah,
so then,
man. So
is this coming next right here?
So
yeah.
So real quick, we were talking about clay. Is that still the clay that you were working with, or is it something?
So that right
material?
there is that's a one of a kind. So like I'm not doing any molds on that. So I basically sculpted the clay onto the light switch plate. So basically, the eye is basically, it's like a plastic, it's like a doll eye basically, and I touch it up with red paint as well to like give it that effect. So basically the story behind it is that Rob brought that in because this whole thing is happening because of Rob. So Rob brought that into the jam space, and then Paul Mazurkowitz actually saw it and said, hey, that's really cool. We should commission him for some stuff for our fucking tour. And so Rob told me that, and then that just, dude, my jaw dropped. I was like, no fucking way, dude. You got to be kidding me. Like, am I even capable of this? Am I even worthy of this? Like,
yeah.
So basically, you can bring up the.
So at that point, you're falling asleep thinking about it, waking up thinking about it. You're like,
so I hit up Paul personally, and I'm like, hey, dude, so glad you like the light switch plate. And I said, do you want to talk about some ideas for commissions? And so I actually ended up getting on the phone with Paul, which was a fucking trip. just hearing his voice and just having a conversation with that dude, like, you know, I've watched so many documentaries and shit, like where you just feel like you know the personality of someone just watching so much of them. And it was like, it was fucking crazy, dude. And so basically the idea I had was because Rob really liked my skin faces. And so I said, hey, what if I did a fucking skin face that had the Cannibal Corpse logo on it? And you guys could fucking sell that, and it would have maggots like kind of around the theme of it. And so he's like, yeah, okay, send me a spreadsheet, like some prices and, you know, a sample, and we'll go. And I sent them a sample, some price sheets, and he's like, yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's go with the 10. And I remember very specifically, dude, I was at work and I fucking was outside on the phone when Paul told me like it was a go. And I went inside and I was like, dude, nothing's gonna ruin my day today. I can't even
fuck no, dude.
Like, like that was crazy, man. And then so the big thing is great. Like Rob fucking messaged me and was talking about like, yeah, I'd be down to put him on the amps. And I'm like, again, another like jaw dropper, like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you guys have in your whole fucking 30 years of playing live, you've never had one prop on stage. Not fucking one. It's just been the amps and you guys. And you're gonna put my artwork on the fucking amps, dude. Like, I'm forever in debt. Yeah, right there. Fucking the bottom one. Forever in debt to you guys. Like, that is incredible. I can't even fucking believe that shit. You know?
Totally, dude.
Meanwhile, like that far into their career, Iron Maiden are like, yeah, and then the airplane will fly over or whatever.
For real, dude.
Yeah.
Again, is that the same clay that you're working with on those masks?
So this is latex. So
I was gonna say they're like they're rubbery, kind of moving.
Yeah, they're flexible. Yep. Yeah. So shout out to Tim Gore. He's actually
so somebody could wear this as a Halloween costume.
Yeah, I would have to sculpt it a little differently because these are meant for display. They're not really meant to be worn, if that makes sense. But a big shout out to Tim Gore. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this guy, but he's a special effects artist. And he worked on Blade 1 and 2, Jurassic Park 2, fucking all these big movies.
I had the movies.
Dude, I had the privilege of meeting this guy and actually friending him, and he showed me his method for painting latex because I was having a fucking really hard time figuring it out. And he showed me like the movie making method for painting latex. And so, yeah, big shout out to Tim Gore, man. It would not be possible without him.
Oh, shit.
So that was a big part of it, dude. And you could bring up that picture again because when I went to the Cannibal show last time, it was in Tucson, and I was making my skin face guitar straps. It was kind of the first little iteration of that, and I think it's the second guitar, the Cannibal Corpse one with the stage and Rob Barrett and all. Yeah, there you go. And so I went and met up with them, and I had the straps as gifts for them, and I was like, hey, you know, I met up with them on the bus and had them sign my personal face. I always keep one. And so I gave Rob and Eric a guitar strap, and I didn't expect anything of it. And they're like, yeah, well, we're going to have our fucking guitar tech, you know, just put the strap locks on and we'll wear them on stage. And I'm like, what? Like, you guys are going to wear these things? Like, I just gifted to them. I didn't expect that. Holy shit. And so, yeah, I mean, the one on the right, that's in Paris, France. They're on their European tour right now.
Shit.
I can't even fucking believe it, dude. I am like forever just grateful and humbled by these dudes for doing what they did for me, man. Like unfucking believable, man.
Dude, I as an artist, I can feel you right now, and I know exactly what you're feeling. It's probably still surreal to you to be working.
I still can't accept it. I'm like, why me, dude? Like...
Yeah, no, for sure. But well, we know why it's you because your art was it caught the attention of somebody that you naturally just were connecting on social media, and you so happen to be a fan of theirs, but you caught somebody who actually pays attention to the people they accept into their social media. We could, you know, I'm even guilty of it too, where you just keep adding people and don't pay attention to them, you know?
Right.
But that is just a situation where you maybe your art forced its way into his attention, and boom, now you're here, you know?
Yeah, I mean, maybe because it's just, I don't know,
I
man.
mean,
Like I
he wouldn't have commissioned your art if if not all those guys enjoyed it, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Eh,
It's
why would they
can't
put
believe
their
it, dude.
money into you if it wasn't gonna, you know? And
Yeah, dude.
actually those were available to, you know, the lucky people who were there
Attending their
in
shows.
in the beginning of the tour, right? Because I'm
Yep.
sure those sold pretty quick, right?
Yeah. They always sell out of them, and I think they started limiting them to like one a show to just keep it fair for everybody too. You know, which
Right.
makes sense. So
That's actually totally makes sense, and actually that's cool that they made it fair across the board. Like there's
yeah.
one person in each city that has a possibility of getting to it. Yeah.
I mean, shit, dude. Here, I'll grab like right
Yeah, let's
back.
see it up close, dude. You got one in person.
Yep, there's that one. And that one. So there it is right there.
Wow, dude.
Yep, and it's floppy.
Rad, dude.
And then I got all their signatures on the back right there.
Sick.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. So
Fuck. Are you gonna do special effects for a movie or something?
shit, dude. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, dude, seeing I know what Joseph's asking because that was a question that I had earlier. I was watching or looking at the first Alien fucking thing that you had going, and I'm like, looks no different than any other like special effects.
It's like a show.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate
on a
that.
movie.
You should go on a show like Face Off or something, or one of those.
Yeah, literally face off, right? So.
You should be.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's perfect. Yeah, it's like.
Do you know that show? Is It Cake? It's like they bring a bunch
Oh,
of.
yeah.
I do know that, dude.
Sick.
You should. You should go on that. Learn like cake, how to do cake, and then do like biomech cakes and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the show
dude.
Face Off, where they like do the crazy
I've heard of it.
makeup?
No,
Like, they do like horror makeup and all this stuff, and they have to like do contests and like they gotta like get down with the makeup all crazy and do some
Whoa.
like whatever and stuff. And it's like like even special effects makeup essentially.
no, I didn't think
All
about
of it's like horror, but there are some.
You're making me think about Jim
Yeah.
Carrey. He literally had to take or he talked to somebody about like preparing for torture to get ready for that how the Grinch Stole Christmas, because it was like an 8-hour makeup process
Oh yeah.
to get into
gnarly,
that.
man.
So it was no different than like training to be put through like torture situations, dude.
Yep. Same with like Terminator with Arnold when they put all the stuff on him as well, like some of the mechanical side face
So
stuff.
gnarly.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts, man. And then so as far
Niko,
as
real quick before you go, we got a couple questions from the chat.
Okay.
Some people want to know how much they sell for at cannibal shows, and also are they I don't think they're 3D printed because they're each handmade, right? Yeah.
No. Yeah, they're all handmade. They're casted in latex. I make everything. Everything is 100% handmade here in my studio. So I make all the molds, the original sculpts. I make all the latex. I do all the hard work, and it's like,
Wow,
it's crazy. I put those behind the scenes videos and time lapses sometimes just to kind of show, like, I'm not just printing this out or getting some shit in China made. Like I'm really like, it's all 100% handmade. So I think they are selling them. Last I saw in the last store was like 180 or something.
Yeah.
But no one is the same because every single one is hand painted. So it's like,
Yeah.
there's no factory essence in any of this.
Dude, that price, that might sound crazy, but for a one of a kind, handmade, limited run, numbered thing with, dude, that's totally worth it for somebody who's down with art like that,
Art is art, especially if you put that much work into it. And it's
dude, the amount of hours and stress and fucking like it gets crazy sometimes, dude. I swear to God, I'm a chemist at this point for the amount of knowledge you have to have about materials, things not adhering. You have to
Sure.
really take that seriously.
And
I
that
take it
and that's on top of what you're selling. I mean, we don't have to get into the logistics of everything, but I'm just saying that's on top of what you're selling it to Cannibal too. So
yeah.
you know, but
Yeah.
at the
That's
same
the pressure's
time,
on.
but at the same time, it's Cannibal Corpse, guys. So if you're going to commission Niko, don't try and come with the Cannibal Corpse price because, sorry, you're just not going to get it. But if you're going to be serious, Niko, I'm sure will still work with you.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
absolutely, dude. And my big thing lately has been you can pull up that one of the guitar straps. I've been fortunate enough to have like a fan base that like every single strap I'm putting out is selling out, and that is the most fucking humbling thing ever that people want some of my stuff this bad. Like I can't even fucking believe it.
I've got
So
it
these
inside.
are
You've done 2 drops of those so far, right?
so I've done the original skin face ones. There's 4 of them. Then I did 20 of them, the ones that I gave to Cannibal Corpse. Then I did the Biomech Gore one, which is the one on the right here. And then I did the standard Biomech one, which is actually I finally made one for myself. It's right behind me. So yeah, this has been like my almost part-time gig, and I'm thinking about going full-time soon to do this as my career. So
I mean,
yeah. That's another xenomorph I sculpted.
Okay, I just wanted to see what this was. I couldn't really
tell. So this was actually at John Zig's. He works at a tattoo studio called Aura IV, and they were having an art show. And he actually recommended that I do a piece there. So I went and got tattooed and submitted this piece to the art show among John Zig's art as well, which was an incredible honor. So that was a piece for that.
Sick, dude.
And then we might as well just hit this right now, too.
Yeah. So that was another one. That was like a whole experimentation with just going. I wanted to kind of merge my art with the music world, which, I landed on guitar straps for now, but I really wanted to experiment with the guitar as well. So that's the original on the left. I actually gave it a whole new paint job. I sculpted that top part on clay and epoxied it on. And then I did a 2K clear coat over the whole thing, repainted it. It's right here, actually. I can show you. Yeah, so it's like that was an all white guitar, and I had to refinish it, and then that's the guy right there.
So for the audio listeners, what are we looking at here?
So this is a Jackson Soloist with a custom kind of clay sculpture of a Biomech kind of guitar that I laid on top of here. So
yeah, dude.
Then I put that under the clear coat, put the Deeds logo under the clear coat.
Nice.
And then my logo, and I signed it. So thanks, man.
That's insane.
That was rad, dude. How much more weight did you feel in that thing after you did that?
It's not bad, actually. It's the clay's fairly light as long as you don't bulk it up. So another trick is you put foil in it to bulk the clay out without just stacking clay on top of clay. So
yeah.
Does that guitar make you want to write like in a particular way or like, play it any different?
It's kind of like, I'd say like my art is almost an embodiment of my mind with how I think of riffs. It's like part alien, part gore, and I don't know, dude.
So
yeah,
it was already like that before you claymation.
Yeah, dude.
I'd love to take that one to where I teach at the church. Just bust that shit out.
Yeah,
for the lessons.
Could you get that at Guitar Center?
Yeah. Well, it's got a very nice design on there,
Yeah. Wow.
It's so sick, dude. All your shit's so sick, man.
Yeah,
Thanks,
dude.
man.
No,
That means a lot to me.
This is
Thank
so
you,
cool
guys.
because, like I was telling you, Niko, I've wanted to get more like artists on the show, and this is the perfect episode to introduce that realm of Cali Death. Getting, even though that's why I'm saying it's like a bridge way to us to just get into the more artistic aspects of. I want to talk to guys who just do death metal covers.
Absolutely.
They've never played music in their life. They just are sick artists that do all these artworks for bands like us, and I'd love to get into their shit too. But you're a nice bridge because you have the music and you have the actual art.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean,
Right,
dude,
Casey, real quick, Casey,
awesome
what were you gonna say, Casey? Who were we gonna get on?
We're gonna get Samuel Nelson shout out soon.
Boom.
He's in Denver, but I talked to him today, and
Oh,
he's
really?
doing the new Odious Mortem cover for the new album.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck
Yep.
yeah.
So it's all
Yeah.
recorded. We
Nice.
just have to like get it mixed and everything, but it's like our newest album. It's not announced yet what label or name the album is, but Anthony just needs to record them vocals and Joel the bass drum. We're done. And then we got the art is done though. And then basically
Fuck yeah.
Yo, he came
Almost.
out to the Ominous Ruin show in Denver.
Oh, nice.
year.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think I met him, but shout out
super
Samuel
cool.
Nelson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout
So
out.
we're finishing the final touches on the art and stuff. So he's cool.
Awesome, man.
And it is
Yeah.
really rad. It encompasses what
It's
we've
almost there. It's
envisioned for this
Yeah, yeah.
album. So boom.
It's badass. It's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'll spread the word because, dude, fucking think about how many legendary covers fucking Zig has done for
Oh,
legendary bands and legend. Oh my god, dude.
He did our first album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, fucking
Yeah. Devouring.
so many. Severed Savior, fucking Disgorge, Pioneer,
Severed,
like the
yeah,
list goes
dude.
on, man.
On and on and
So
on.
many. Yeah.
No, he was like the resident art guy for Unique Leader for a little bit for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He did our fucking full length Incessant Hallucinations. That's John Zig art.
Oh, cool.
Who
Yeah,
did the
dude.
logo?
So the logo was actually drawn. It was a collaboration between me and Matt. So we both actually kind of like he would draw a section, I would draw a section, and then we kind of just put it together. And so the logo is both of us. So that was kind
That's
of a
actually
fun collab.
that's kind of cool, dude. I've never really heard of a collaboration on a logo.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, dude.
You know?
Yeah, yeah, dude.
That's cool.
Did you guys? I'll take Inquisitus. No, I'm just joking. I'll take
Inquisitus Iniquity.
I'll take Iniquitous, and you take Deeds, dude.
Yep. There was a guy at I think it was LVDF 5 or can't remember what show it was, but he's like, I don't know how to pronounce this name, so I'm just gonna say Indeeds. I was like, what the fuck?
Indeeds, dude.
Indeeds.
It's Indeeds, dude.
Yep.
Multiple Indeed.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Well, that's cool, dude. So now, what are your? Obviously, you talked about what's going on with the band, but art, like, do you have different mediums that you are dabbling in now, other than sculpture and all that kind of stuff? Is art taking you in a different direction right now?
Well, so basically the whole thing that's happening right now with I've never sold out of my artwork in minutes, and that's what's happening with these guitar straps. And so that's why I've kind of dove into this really hardcore, is because it's kind of an opportunity presenting itself, and in my mind it's merging the music world with the physical art world, which you don't see too much in death metal. It's always 2D paintings or digital drawings. So this is kind of bringing a new flavor to the whole thing, where there's more special effects, more, like I said, like I want to do something like this eventually, but guitars are a lot more of a logistic nightmare than guitar straps are, because that is like, I'm sorry, dude, I don't feel comfortable taking a power sander to your nice guitar yet to fucking get this thing on there, you know?
No,
So,
but that's all good. So starting with the straps is a perfect thing, because if those start running, I mean, they've already started sounding like they're popular if they're selling out in minutes. So if you keep churning those out, those will become a thing to where now they're going to come back to Niko Kala's art and see your guitar and be like, wait, I can match my guitar with my strap.
yeah,
you know,
dude, hell yeah.
And then, you know, in 10 years we're gonna see everybody wearing Niko shit on stage.
Oh,
We're gonna be fucking headbanging the whole time, you know,
dude. I mean, just seeing that, like, Rob, I got to give another shout out to Rob Barrett, man, because he's like a true fan. He shares almost every single post on my Facebook page. He's out in Europe, like, rocking that strap that I gave him every night. You know, like, that band just has done so much for me as far as new fans and publicity and shouting
Which
me
is
out.
even
Just,
more good publicity because your strap's holding up that whole fucking camel
I
toe.
know that. I was
You
just
know?
talking to my friend about that. Yep. It's like, all right, the glue's not coming off. All right, thank fucking God. Okay.
And that's
the
tough,
thing,
dude.
man. This shit's scary. I take this very seriously. Like, I stress test
Yeah.
everything. Like, it's functional art is a whole nother beast. Then, like, here's a fucking painting you just hang on your wall and it won't get touched by anything. You know, like a phone case or a fucking guitar strap's going to be thrown around and stretched.
Yeah.
And so
Drop
once I
on the
discovered,
ground and fucking
For sure,
once I
dude.
discovered latex, that was like the ultimate, like, oh, finally, because clay can crack and all that. It's very limited. So latex, there's a reason they use latex and silicone in the special effects industry, is because they can just use it on movie sets and throw it at shit and step on it and bend it, and it won't damage it because it's just such a good material. So, yeah, I think once I get everything, like, there's still so much experimentation, bro. I could do a whole nother like podcast about all the details, but
no, I'm excited.
once I get everything,
about that, dude.
yeah, once I get everything more perfected, I'm gonna start. Like, I've had a couple people. I haven't been open for commissions in like fucking 3 years, just because, like, I mean, I got the band. I fucking work full time. I fucking do this. Like, I live a double life almost. Like, I'm so dedicated to this shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, the fact that I might be on the horizon of doing this full time is a fucking dream come true. And I just, if you were to tell me this shit 10 years ago, I would have laughed in your face.
And,
you know,
and
so
dude,
it's like,
I say go for it, dude. I say go for it. Take the
Thanks,
chance,
man.
dude. You're
Yeah.
29. We talked about how young you are still right now. You need to take this chance, dude. You haven't even met 3 decades yet, and you're already you're progressing in a direction that you can really do some great things, dude. And we'll be right behind you through this whole
I
thing.
appreciate
dude.
that. Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I fully see it and I fully back it, dude.
And it's like, one thing I have to mention is that I got to thank like the entire like community of the metal scene, because most of the people who are friends with me or knew of me or whatever social media crap is because of Iniquitous and death metal and stuff. And obviously horror art in general and stuff, you know, album covers is married to death metal. So I had a very like awesome opportunity getting into this later when I had a crowd that could actually appreciate it, that I was already kind of established with. So I'm very grateful for that. I would not be here without that, you know?
Yeah, dude. And
So cool.
I was just gonna say, like, I know with like the movies now, it's CGI is all crazy and shit, but there's still people like me who appreciate, claymation. I love claymation and shit like that, dude.
Any propping, dude. I'm all about that shit, dude.
But you can't CGI.
Really? Hell yeah, dude.
All the Cronenberg shit and
yeah.
Dude, so
Yeah.
Do you like The Thing, Casey?
Fuck yeah, like the
Yeah. That shit was fucking legendary, bro. Like, way ahead of its time.
Dude. That
Totally,
shit,
dude.
I'm like obsessed with that early shit, and like of course, like Alien, the first Alien, and all that kind of shit too. But like that, like filming like back then with the prop making and stuff, and all the work that went into it is a complete art in the music and dude. It's the sickest thing, dude. I don't know.
Have you seen the behind the scenes on the original Alien and how Giger was there like every step of the progress?
I have all that. Yeah.
Oh, dude. I've watched that video like fucking 10 million times, man.
I love it. It's insane. That's like something that I like nerd out on, but I like know nothing about or I don't do art. Like I can't really do physical art that well. I've done painting and I've like tried stuff in, high school.
When you dig into something like claymation, you understand like the task at hand for these people. They have to do it in a regulated, humidified room at the same temperature every single day, because God forbid they end the day in the middle of a scene and they have to pick up the next day in the middle of that scene at the same frame that they did when they went home, Yeah,
that's
so
crazy.
If gravity or anything gets in your way, you're fucked, dude.
Yep.
So it has to be this like perfected like clay that is it's mixed enough to where it's not going to lose its moisture overnight, but at the same time it's not going to be too moist to where it loses its structure and all this kind of shit. It's a lot, dude. And I like that one, the new Pinocchio. I forget who does it. Is it Guillermo? Whoever did it.
Del Toro.
Yeah. I want to see that version, dude, because just the trailer alone shows somebody like, molding Pinocchio through one little tiny little scene or whatever. And I'm just like, oh yeah, that just gets my blood flowing because it's art that really is being perfected frame by frame.
It's insane, man.
Do you are you into Star Trek at all, Niko?
Not particularly, no, but I am
Okay.
not afraid from diving in. My friend is very much into it, so he's actually currently trying to get me into it. I knew some of the what's the Next Generation's one with Picard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched some of that. Yeah.
And then Deep Space Nine is the best series that came after TNG, and that is the sickest one. But Next Generation is like more classic in a way, and it's like
okay.
A lot of people say it's the best, and I would just say, dude, for special effects, that's what I think of because I'm a big Trekkie.
Oh, nice,
so
dude.
I've gotten a lot of just fucking zoning in on like how the fuck did they design this set or like this. So yeah, I would say just if you got an eye to that stuff, I don't think a lot of that is CGI, and even the CGI on that stuff is kind of cool because it's like old school 90s, like
hell yeah.
So
yeah, I can.
But
I
was
deal with
gonna,
some cheese. I like some cheese.
I was gonna say
the CGI is Terminator 2 though. That was like the first.
Oh, dude, that was
it really?
Dude. I love me.
mean,
with the like silver blob guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like, I don't know, it was like the first, but it was like, like
that was Stan Winston, dude. Stan Winston Studios. They fucking revolutionized special effects, man.
Dude, that shit was.
Shout out Voyager is good too. I just wanted to shout that out, but it's true with
Voyager. Yeah.
As the Troop says, Deep Space is definitely the best series.
Kyle, the guy who just
Jurassic Park is a big deal too. Yeah.
The
person's
Stan Winston,
right.
dude.
Yeah. It's the same
person. That's Winston. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jurassic Park.
Dude, they fucking sculpted that entire T-Rex like full scale out of clay and armatures and steel bars, and they had to change it because the weight couldn't handle the amount of clay on it, so they used steel bars. Like fucking crazy, man. Dude, yeah, there's a behind the scenes on that on YouTube. You should check it out.
Trip.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
One of the things I was thinking about is your medium is way less like down the road of when AI will like change it because it's already affecting regular old digital art. And so, but I mean, I guess I was thinking about this hard, like I guess you could like 3D print the kind of mediums you're in, but
what if you connected Chat GPT to the 3D printer and you just like Chat GPT print
yeah, I mean there's like the
dinosaur, like, you probably could, dude.
Yeah,
it's kind of freaky.
There's like the digital sculpting software, which is it's actually pretty useful too because it can help you kind of work out some ideas without having to commit to it, kind of thing, with clay and stuff like that. I haven't messed with it, but I kind of like just combining all sorts of mediums. I mean, I've done a Nithing logo out of hot glue or a human flayed logo out of hot glue, and it's like when you're 3D printing too, if you want to make something flexible, you either have to cast it in that material, you still need to make molds. There's still skills behind transferring it into another medium right now, I think. But eventually, yeah, you'll probably see AI take over that too. But,
I don't know, man.
I really don't care. I just like to create shit, and that's all I care about.
Artists, like true artists will always be ahead of the curve of whatever like commercial resources will be able to figure out. But I was just thinking because Lucy, we did like the coffins for like it has like the CD in it and all the other stuff. The box set, and I was like, that sold really well, and I was just starting to think, man, it'd be so sick to like get some Niko Kala shit for the next album or something. Like, we do like Par Olofsson, I assume, right? The artist.
He did. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He's really obscure.
I'm just
no, I think he's doing the latest Lucy record, just like he did the last one.
Yeah.
So I am
Definitely
sensing a vibe here. So let's do a vibe check and think through some stuff here, because I would love to have some sick ass merch at our table.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Getting the gears grinding.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah. Anyway,
those coffins were sick too. I remember you guys plugged them on the Lucy episode.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, those sold well. The vinyl we have is doing pretty well. Vinyl is still selling, so that's cool. That's just a little report.
For sure.
So I think we've gone through all this stuff. So yeah, man.
So what's your all right? So Niko, what's your plans further that you can reveal to everybody who's listening right now? You don't have to reveal any secrets, but you can if you want to.
Yeah, no, it's all good, dude. So so basically, yeah, like with what I said with the new Iniquitous stuff is basically the biggest update is we have our baby. You know what I mean? Like we're not still working on creating full songs. Like we have all the songs. Now we're just doing our little, sprinklings of last minute personal touches on our parts and stuff. And then Obi as well has like all of his lyrical concepts that he's turning into lyrics right now and vocal patterns. So yeah, we're really trying to put our foot down on this record and really get this going, because it's been fucking forever. And I know our fans are hungry for it. And like I said, I really hope it's worth the wait. We've never rushed anything. We always take our time with our craft, and sometimes we're not feeling it. Sometimes we are, and we just kind of go with the flow with that.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then as far as my artwork go, like I said, I'm really going down this path of the guitar straps right now. I can't even fulfill the demand that I'm creating. So I'm just really trying to weigh out my options here. And I think, like I said, I might be going full time with this soon to really like unlock a new potential of production and just that kind of freedom to just create whatever. And so when I did those skin face straps, I didn't expect Rob or any of them to bring it on stage. But once they did that, they brought a whole new publicity to those things. So I think around summertime, I'm going to be doing like a very large batch of those, like almost 50 of them. And then just like, hey, I'm not going to make this in a while, maybe do a pre-order. I don't know. So yeah, I'm always thinking ahead with this shit and just
I think that the drop culture that happened, especially the boom, was really during the pandemic, but just like having these limited drops where you have a certain amount of time to purchase them, and then once they're gone, they're gone. I enjoy that aspect of purchasing art or other things too, like my shit. I'm not trying to bring it up, but it's coins. They're all little fucking pocket pieces of art for me, dude.
Yeah,
dude. And I always look at these coins as, here's an idea that was brought to fruition. So you have ideas, bring them to fruition. So
absolutely, dude.
But those coins come to me through this drop culture. It's like if you weren't in, pirate coins, dude. If you weren't in the little window, you missed it, and it's gone. And I think that for somebody like you who's just doing something out of your home, you make a certain amount that you can still live your life around work, because obviously you still got to pay the bills, you got to fucking do your day-to-day bullshit in your sliver of time of making things. This is what you do. If you come to a certain point where I have 25 of these things, I'm going to drop them at this time, and they're going to be available as fast as you guys buy them. Boom, that's it. And I think that's a nice little, not only a nice little side hustle, but it's you continuing your inspiration, because you're going to be inspired to do the next thing, So it naturally feeds back into you as an artist. And 5 years from now, Niko might be doing some fucking crazy shit. He might be making furniture like bigger. He might be making me some a dining set for my fucking dining room.
Well, a mic sleeve cover actually would be pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. But that's what I'm saying. So it's like as long as you keep that like source of continuous inspiration, then it might turn into something big to where it's fucking that's your whole gig, dude.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Yeah, I mean that would be an absolute fucking dream come true, man.
Well, I want to see that happen for you, dude. I'll be
hell yeah, dude. I mean, fucking making art for the 9 to 5 and then playing with Iniquitous and doing death metal and
which is art.
Exactly,
you said
dude.
9 to 5. It's not.
No. You never work a day in your life when you do what you love, obviously. But,
yeah.
It would be paying the bills in a way, but like, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just insanely humbled by everyone's support, and
totally. Dude.
I never thought I'd be sitting here.
Well, you are here now, so. But dude,
yeah.
I really appreciate you coming on. I really appreciate everything you're doing, dude. You've always been on my radar. I've told you that, and we've always, at least said what up to each other throughout all this time. And I'm so glad that this finally happened because I wanted I wanted the world of Cali Death Podcast to see what you're fucking doing, dude. So
yeah.
Let's once again congratulate Niko for everything he's done, and let's hear your plugs, Niko, one more time. Everybody who wants to fucking maybe even commission some custom art, you can.
Yeah, man. So right, that's one of the things. If I go full time, I plan on opening my commissions. Right now, they're closed because it's just too much. But yeah, head over to NikoCalArt.com or look me up on Etsy. I have the domain for that, so you'll find it. And yeah, for my posts and stuff, just go to Instagram and Facebook, type the same thing. And as far as Iniquitous Deeds goes, we have an Instagram and a Facebook, Facebook.com/Iniquitous Deeds. Same with Instagram, and then the Bandcamp as well. We do still have some remaining shirt, maybe like, I don't know, 15 to 20 shirts and some other random stuff on the store too, if you want to come support. And I have prints and all sorts of random crap on my store as well. And as far as the guitar straps, if you're interested in guitar straps, just follow my socials. I always post a date and time of the release because we get a lot of people asking me how do they buy one. And it's like, well, it's hard because they sell out. So I have to put a date and time. I can't really, you know what I mean? So just, yeah. And really quick, important shout out, Vaughn. I love you, dude. You're awesome. Fucking so
I just talked to him today.
Yeah, dude.
I had to congratulate him because his episode already got through at 1K in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that was a good episode, man. I listened to the whole thing while I was working on my headphones, and yeah, he shouted me out, and I was like, "Oh, dude!" And then you hit me up, and I was just like, "Yep, okay, dude, Vaughn, you're the man." And again, someone my age, and he's he's just a very good dude, and it's very inspiring to see what he's accomplishing. So, yeah, big shout out. And then also my neighbor Kyle, he commented on here. He's a streamer on here. Your Next Tattoo, and he was my neighbor when I was actually exploring art, and he's a tattoo artist. So me and him actually talked a lot. Yeah, right there. You're no love for Voyager. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Kyle. So yeah, man, just had to get some less. And if I missed anyone, I'm sorry. It's just so hard to think of everything when you're on the spot.
It's all good, dude.
Yeah, dude. So
sure, dude. Cool, dude. Well, again, thank you. And for us, let's do the whole thing. Damn, I was like, oh shit, we have to do the whole plug thing again.
We're good. We don't have to take too long. So Battle Forge.
Okay. Battle Forge Coffee. Get your coffee there. Deeds of Flesh. Love them. Cali Death Podcast. Big Cartel. Get your shirt. It has us on it. Generator Rehearsal Studios. Go practice there if you're in the Southern California area. And Archaic Tour, First Fragment, and the other bands. Can't read them. Joseph, tell me where they are. The Abyss tour. It's Last Lucy and the other band. We're now official sponsors of Cali, Chicago Domination
running
Fest.
it, dude.
Yeah, dude. All those bands right there. Can't read them.
Dude.
July 27th, 28th, 29th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Get there.
That's enough. That's it.
Wait until the next episode. We will have the contest for you. I promise. We're really going to be working on it this week. I promise. And I promise that I will have a good weekend, and I hope you do too. Rock on, y'all. We got through it. Anthony, Cali Death, sick dude. What up? Aloha. All right. Next week, guys. Love you. Or not.
No. Wait, can I do the video?
I got it. You stopped it. It was good.
Yeah, some groovy tunes.
This all stays in.
Wait, do you know?
What was that, Joseph?
Are we gonna raid somebody?
Oh, do you know how to do it?
I don't know how to. No, I don't.
Well, I don't
Maybe.
know how to do it. All right, sorry.
Yeah, we don't have.